going inside right now. Nice swing pass across court.
Nice.
But blocked down low by the Lady Hornets. It's a 3-on-2 situation.
Oh.
Kellum's shot is blocked. That looks maybe a travel, but a timeout call by Coach Brianna Lancaster at 5:19 remaining here in the first quarter. Coach, a very up-tempo pace taking place between the two teams so far.
I said before that I think that it's going to be a close game, not a high-scoring game. But if they start scoring, there's already been 4 turnovers to 2 turnovers. MGM's got 4, Baker's got 2. If that pace keeps up, there's going to be a lot of turnovers in this game. They're going to have missed shots, so they're not going to be able to make the points. That's why I think that it's going to be a close game at the end.
Definitely want to remind our viewers there is no more 1-and-1 in high school basketball. So after the 5th team foul in each quarter, the opposing team will receive 2 shots for the remainder of the quarter, however long that remains, Coach. And over the holidays on some tournaments, a lot of folks were, as you like to say, yelling at the officials. Like, that's the 7th foul. That's the 8th foul. There's no more 1-and-1.
Al, I'm amazed that even today I go and see my kids play, and I'm amazed that so many people don't know the new rule.
Yeah, sure. And that's for boys and girls basketball all across the state of Alabama. So I like the rule so far.
Yeah,
Coach.
I do too.
It's kind of paying off.
I wasn't sure if I was going to, but I think it's a good rule.
Inbounds pass blocked. Still going to remain with Baker. They're going to switch the inbounder here. Let Haley Lindsay inbound it, and Coach Lancaster, Baker, she puts in a substitution. And Marie Seals is going to come in, the 5'5" freshman guard. A lot of freshmen on this team. Only 1 senior on the Baker squad, so it's definitely being built for the future. Ball stolen once again by MGM. Can it be a steal and score? And it does pay off for Jordan Jenkins.
Yeah, they had a chance to take a charge on that. You can't just let somebody go in there. And they had a girl back to be able to take the charge. She just let her go right in for the layup. Nice pitch
Kilgore
back.
passes it over. That 3 is off by Lindsay. Long rebound, Karam's off, so MGM's going to take control. And they are running a very up-tempo offense that Coach Torrey Johnson has to them over there at MGM. Kilgore with the
nice
long
pass.
rebound up to Lindsay. And that's going to be an and-one opportunity coming up for Haley Lindsay. She gets the bucket. They're going to count it. That's going to be the 2nd foul on Hartley Thornburg of MGM.
Exceptional pass up the court. Abby Kilgore, who comes to the classroom, had 2 girls on her guarding her. She flipped the ball up so that Lindsay could get the shot. Short.
Cannot complete the 3-point play.
Seems like a lot of the shots are going short.
Nice crossover move right there by Paris Bennett. Gives up the dribble.
No matter what MGM is doing, their team goes on the way Paris Bennett plays. She pushes the ball, she handles the ball, she's smart, she listens to the coach. That's what you need as a true point guard.
Bennett, the 5'4" guard senior for MGM. Shot up, no good. Long rebound comes off. Kilgore comes across the timeline looking to set something up here for Baker. Only down 4 with 4 minutes remaining here.
Whoa.
Off the bank from the top of the key, Haley Lindsay.
In Alabama, do you have to call backboards?
Coach, she could call it or not call it. That was pure bank right there.
Nice shot.
And a nice return from Paris Bennett. The seniors going at it here inside of the Hornets' nest.
That was nothing but net.
Kilgore loses a dribble, got to give it up, works it inside.
Good
Possibly
finish.
could have been a travel. They didn't call it, but Madison Fields finishes off, like you said. 10-8 is our score right here. Baker hanging in this thing early on in the contest, looking to pick up their 4th win of the season, coming in at 3-15 and 0-3 in area play.
If you like fast break basketball, this is one. In the next game with the guys, it's going to be even more so.
Carrying called against MGM. Some substitutions coming in for Baker. Taylor Radford leading the point right now.
Now, one of the Mobile schools that's doing so well in girls basketball is Davidson. They're ranked number 6 in the state.
Oh, no surprise there. Charlie Shipp does a
a
fine
great
job every year. Bennett goes coast to coast with the steal and score for MGM. We haven't had an opportunity to get Davidson on. If we can, it'd be nice. Traveling on the play, not nice right there for Coach Lancaster and her Lady Hornets. And she's talking to the young lady saying, hey, wait a minute now.
And that was Paris Bennett again. Pressure on the ball caused that travel.
Gymnasium starting to fill up slowly here, and I'm expecting the hooligans to be at full tilt tonight, Coach Arrow. You're going to get a real dose of the hooligans tonight.
Nice rebound by Lindsay. Boy, she is an athlete plus.
Lost the dribble, had to give it up, but Radford was there to help her out. They go back over to Lindsay. A long three, one of those Steph Curry threes.
It's a 4-pointer.
She drained that one from Leroy Stevens Road. Got all of it. 1-point lead here for MGM as we approach 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Al Whedon, the legendary coach Ronnie Arrow, giving you Tuesday night hoops. We've been missing you guys. Glad that we are back on, bringing you high school basketball action. Look at Paris Bennett working it. Man.
She took that thing and shot it a little floater up there like she owned the place.
Shaking and baking by herself, Paris Bennett. Another three, back-to-back threes for Haley Lindsay, and Tori Johnson has seen enough. She calls a timeout with 1:51 remaining in the first quarter. 30-second timeout on the floor. Coach Eric, I got to ask you, we've had a long little break. How's the classroom coming along? I think you told me you got a couple girls on the floor.
We've got a couple girls here, and I tell you, we've had some really good young kids coming to us, grades 2 through 6, because our older kids can't come because of Alabama rule.
Gotcha.
Till after their last game of their high school game. But we've been having at least 18 to 24 in our young group, grades 2 through 6. And then we have some older kids that come after that are either college or not playing high school ball.
So you remain busy doing basketball.
Yeah. So a lot of these girls that come to me, like Abby, they can't be coming to me right now because of a rule in the state of Alabama.
Totally understand that, Coach, with the classroom. Appreciate you. Got to check in with you on that. Last 2 minutes here of the first quarter, and we are knotted up at 14. The Lady Hornets are definitely trying to get this win tonight. Nice little give-and-go pass right there.
You know, the ball pressure on the ball was good. There's no back rotation to the girl. They didn't shift down and guard that girl on the backside.
No help at all as Summer Evans had an easy put in for MGM. Up 2
pressure
right now.
Man-to-man.
Kilgore with the ball, passes it over. They work it back to Rayford. Kilgore Abby threw up a shot there.
Well, I couldn't tell if that was a shot or a pass.
The step back by Nia Nord. Nord averages 4-point rebounds a game, but she dropped that one in. That's going to be a traveling on Paris Bennett. She's a bit upset with the call from Caleb Donahoe.
I'd like to see that one. I'd like to see that one again on replay.
1 minute remains here in the first quarter. Here's a replay here for you. Yeah, that's a couple steps, Coach. A couple steps.
Got to wait till she gets to the pro league.
And she got to do the James Harden move. Then you get away with it.
Whoa.
Off the glass. Nice bucket right there by Angela Kidd. She drops it in. Baker with their first lead of the ball game at 40 seconds remaining in the contest. Definitely keeping the heat turned up in the kitchen here inside of the Hornets' nest.
Looks like Baker's in a 2-1-2 zone that's extended. Well, I take that back. Now it looks man-to-man. I need to say girl to girl.
Less than 20 seconds remaining.
Move and pick.
Yep. That screen was not set by Paris Bennett. She's going to pick up her first foul, 4th team foul against MGM.
On a pick like that, a lot of times you think it's the picker who gets the foul. But a lot of times the problem is the guy with the person with the ball is leaving too early and not waiting for them to pick.
Baker trying to squeeze one leg. That's a walk right there, Coach. I can see that from here in the stands.
Good call.
I think Angela Kidd got a little excited. She made a bucket and she wanted to get another one, but she took off a little too quickly there. But, Coach, I'm not going to leave you. I'm not going to go get my AHSAA officials license yet.
Trust me, it's safer up here.
But the state does need officials.
Yeah.
So if you want to be an official, log on to the AHSAA website and learn about becoming an official, because all officials are needed. I will say that. At the buzzer, 18-16. That wraps up one quarter here for the girls. We'll be back with second quarter action. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on the MCPSS TV network.
Do you feel alone, overwhelmed, or helpless?
There's hope. There's hope. Call or text 988.
You don't have to face your crisis alone. If you need a safe space to talk with a trusted adult for support, reach out to your school counselor.
Do you need help to make it through everyday struggles?
Do you need someone to talk to?
Call or text 988. Your social emotional wellness is worth it.
Remember, there's hope, there's help.
We welcome you back to Tuesday Night Hoops on the MCPSS TV network. Al Wheaton along with Coach Ronnie Arrow bringing you the action here from Daniel Bumper's Gymnasium on the campus of Baker High School. Baker on top 18-16 as we start the second quarter. Coach Arrow, MGM started off running and gunning, transition play, but Baker buckled down and came back and took the lead.
They're defending in their man-to-man, the wings. You can't get a pass into the going to the hole. Very good pressure. Stepped out of bounds.
Lindsay hit that sideline, so it'll be a turnover.
She's such a good athlete and so quick. She gets a little bit too quick sometimes.
Yeah, that can happen.
She's already going before she gets the ball.
So we're starting off the second quarter. Hartley Thornburg still on the bench with 2 fouls for MGM. Baker does not have a player with 2 fouls presently at the moment, and the team fouls will reset. So the first 1 to 5 will award the opposing team 2 free throws. I like how they worked that down low to Jordan Jenkins.
That was a pass to the wing, and the opposite wing cut straight to the hole, and they were wide open. It was a good pass, layup time.
Rayford still running point here for Baker. Going off the bank once again. Lindsay's no good. Gets the rebound, works it down low, and the iron is kind this time.
A poet and don't know it.
Oh, yeah, Coach. I try on Tuesdays now, I tell you that. That three no good for Jenkins. Just rims out. It's going to remain on this end of the floor for MGM. Coach Lancaster all the way out on the floor. The officials are going to have to talk to her. She got to get back closer.
Get back, no question about it.
She's doing her best David Armstrong impersonation, Coach.
Out of bounds play, see if we can score. Going straight to the hole, wide open. Somebody lost.
Summer Evans, they left her unguarded. Her jumper could not fall. Look at Paris Bennett all up on the 8th grader, putting pressure on her.
This is tough girl-to-girl pressure.
Another long three from Lindsay.
Yeah, Lindsay needs to get a little bit under control. You can get that shot anytime. Nice hustle. You can get that shot. You know, when you get hot, she's hit a couple, and then all of a sudden, the last two, in my opinion, she's forced a couple. A good player knows when they've got good shots and when to pass and then get it back and get a good shot.
Lindsay heads to the bench for a rest. Jesslyn Kellum is going to check in. She brings 12.8 points per game into this contest.
Both teams playing man-to-man pressure. Ooh, she got bailed out with a foul. You know, as a player, and somebody's driving in and fading away and taking a bad shot, you need to let them just go ahead and get your hands up. You can't be fouling on a bad shot.
And a foul by Juliana McKinney. Heading to the line, Jordan Jenkins. Coach Arrow, I'm saying it. That is MGM's first free throw attempt of the night.
Yeah. Right now.
Jenkins trying to make the second one here.
I've got 7-5 in turnovers.
And she hits it. And actually, Coach Arrow, that's the first free throw made by either team tonight. Baker went to the free throw line 3 times in the first quarter. A little reach around foul right there. Really
Abby,
didn't have to do that, so Kilgore picks up her second.
That's a frustration foul. Something goes wrong, you just reach and foul.
The young sophomore has 2 right now.
You know, it's hard to believe that Baker is so young. 8 out of 11 of their players are sophomores or younger. Future should be bright.
You're right about that. Future should be right here for Baker. They work it down low to Paris Bennett. She came off the screen. They lose it. Another turnover, Coach. You can write that one down. Yeah. Rayford goes in with it. No good off the glass. Rebound by Daisha Broughton.
That one stat for MGM, the turnover deal. They've got to take care of that for them to win this game. Nice pass.
Nice feed over. Back outside the perimeter.
Good ball movement. And she's open. Very nice ball movement.
And count the 3 right there for Daisha Broughton. Averaging 12.5 points per game. She drains that one, and MGM recaptures the lead by 2.
That was a true and 1, and she was wide open.
Ball knocked out by Paris Bennett. It's going to remain Baker's ball. Checking in for Baker, Haley Lindsay is going to come in as Abby Kilgore will now head to the bench with her 2 fouls, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, she got 2 quick fouls. That last one was just a frustration.
Try to get it inside, but tipped out the way. Steal and score pays off for Jordan Jenkins. And another steal, Paris Bennett, Johnny on the spot as she puts it in, and just like that, back-to-back buckets for MGM, up 6 now.
Yeah. Taylor Radford was really, really soft with the ball. She didn't see, she just caught the ball turn, and they took it from her. You got to be more of a court awareness when you get out on the court.
Another turnover. Look at Paris Bennett working it. Jordan Jenkins just taking the time. Summer Evans begging for it, and she drops in that 20-footer for MGM. Timeout called by Brianna Lancaster on the floor. 4:38 remaining. This is the 32nd timeout. MGM averages 42 points per game. They're giving up 37 points on defense. So, Coach, they're halfway to making their average right now. 28-20 our score.
Yeah, I think both teams are going to make their average. Like I said before, I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I might be wrong, but I think it's going to be a close game.
I will say this, at the pace they're going, they're going to both hit the averages plus some if they can maintain this pace. It's a very up-tempo pace. Coach, I'm going to
and not turn it over.
Oh, yeah, not turn it over. I will say this, I'm a superstitious guy. It's Tuesday, but to me it feels like a Friday game. It feels like an end-of-the-week ball game, the way we're starting off.
I agree with that.
It really feels that way. So we're going to find out when we come out this break. 4:38 remaining here in the first quarter. I like the tempo that the girls are playing with right here.
This is great tempo. Fans got to love this.
Oh, yeah.
Fans got to love this.
Fans continuing to pour in here to support MGM and Baker. I mean, these two schools 7 miles apart, been battling each other for years.
I hadn't seen the stats yet, but if MGM hadn't hit 3 threes here recently, it'd be a much closer game.
Look at Taylor Rayford working it down. Nice play call. Juliana McKinney pays it off.
Got to get back and don't give up any open shots.
That was a bucket Baker needed right there. Get the rebound. Comes off.
Take care of the ball.
The young 8th grader on the move, running the floor. No foul, just knocked out of bounds.
See, that time 23 ran the court, and they didn't give it up to her. Madison Fields was down there. That was a 2-on-1. Should have passed the ball to Madison. She had a layup.
They're going to give the 8th grader a break right now. Abby Kilgore is going to check in, and she immediately goes to Coach Brianna Lancaster, and she talks to her to get that feedback. I like how she's coaching right there.
And, you know, the players have got to realize, I know Coach does, that this is a very young Baker team. and you got to keep them together and grow, have a good summer, come back next year. They should have a really good team next year.
Our crew tonight, Jamar Matthews, Caleb Donahoe, and Steven Newhouse working it as Lindsay hits that free throw.
On her shot selection, she'd be having a great game. She needs to simmer down on her shot selection.
Misses the second. Bennett continuing to pressure. That three no good from Broughton.
Paris is really good for MGM, bringing the ball down and hitting the open person. If the team will run, she'll get them the ball.
Right at the free throw line,
No,
Lindsay just throws that one up, Coach Arrow.
Yeah.
Down low, that's how you earn the foul. Jesslyn Kellum, you knew it was coming. Brooke Bell picks up her first foul.
Tell you what, Baker's defense has picked up. They're not having any open shots, MGM. If they can stop the three-point shooting and get back and not give up layups, they'll get right back in this game.
Makes the first. Kellum drops it in.
Lindsay's got to understand, because she is a college prospect. But if a college coach was in here tonight, I mean, her shot selection has got to get better.
Drops both of them in. (28-25) is our score.
Okay.
MGM on top by 3, Coach Arrow.
Baker going to press. Looks like a 1-2-2. Full court press. See if they trap hard out of it.
Lindsay rolls over Kilgore. They get it over the timeline. They get it to Summer Evans. She works it out to Williamson.
Good job getting the ball to the middle.
That's a 3. Shot no good.
Good. Speed them up. And you know, I don't care who wins, but I like to see good basketball.
Lindsay with the shot from the elbow. I'm with you, Coach Arrow. You may have to send an invite. Just kind of get them to come by the classroom maybe in the spring a little bit. Work on that development. Tori Johnson calls timeout. Go ahead, Coach Arrow.
The one thing that she's got to understand is that she's a very good player, but she has got to set the rest of the team up. When she touches it, that doesn't give her the right to shoot the ball. She sets it up. She's so quick. She's such a good athlete that she's going to be a nice player. But before she gets to college, she's got to understand when to hold them and when to fold them and help somebody get a shot.
We talked about
and I love the way she plays. I'm not picking on her. I love the way she plays. But just from a college coach's standpoint, her shot selection's got to improve.
Shot right there, Brianna Lancaster. We talked about her earlier. In her first season at Baker, she played under Theodore's head coach, Tassie Warsham, over in Wayne County, Mississippi. And while she was there, won a state title in high school. So Coach Brianna Lancaster and the Lady Hornets in her first year, only down 3 points right now, seeking their first area win of the season, Coach.
And she definitely knows what she's doing, because after the high school that you were talking about, she played at Shelton State.
Yeah.
Okay. She played at Shelton State, was all conference, averaged 18 points, 9 rebounds, and then she went to Troy and had a good 2 years there.
Definitely knows the game. So her first opportunity in the head coaching position. Approaching 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Al Whedon, Coach Ronnie Arrow on the campus of Baker High School. Tuesday night hoops are back. We appreciate you tuning in and joining us tonight for the action. Don't forget, after the girls, we'll have the boys coming up next, and that's going to be a big matchup. MGM ranked number 7 in the state, Class 7A for boys. Baker just outside the top 10, Coach Arrow, so that's a good matchup we'll have coming up later on.
That's going to be a great matchup.
MGM just simply taking their time, running the weave here, working clock. Bennett throws up the 3 off the glass, no good. Tips out, rims out. Nice rebound by Jesslyn Kellum. She averages 9 rebounds per game. They feed it down low.
I'll take that.
To Madison Field. That was a good pass, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, good look up the court. You know, that's good teamwork. I like that.
They were penetrating and trying to get it in. Baker still down 3. Coming out with that press once again.
They're really not trapping at the wings like they want to do, I think.
And they forced the travel right there on Katie Williamson.
That was a great timeout by Coach Lancaster. That was a great timeout. She slowed them down. They were, 7 points down? Now they're 3 points down. They got back. That press hurt them, just gave them a different look-see to change the flow of the game.
That's a three off the glass, just slightly off the glass.
And see, nobody was on her. That was a good shot. And she nailed it.
Lindsay nailed it, and in there trying to get the steal, but they're going to call a foul. So a little too active right there. Haley Lindsay picks up her first foul, Coach
The
Arrow.
one thing that you can never say about Lindsay is that she doesn't play hard. She is on the floor. She is guarding people. She is, I like the way she plays.
Jordan Jenkins going to check out for MGM. Daisha Broughton back into the ball game. No one home. They throw it back. Broughton thought someone was there and wasn't. Easy steal and score for Haley Lindsay.
And they're back in it. This press has hurt MGM. Just the flow of the game. They're not pushing the ball like they're used to doing.
Another traveling called on Katie Williamson and MGM. You could kind of look at the level of frustration in the Lady Vikings. As Baker not giving up, Coach Arrow, they're sticking with it.
As a coach, there's times to change defenses. There's times to get technicals. There's times to substitute. And Coach Lancaster has done a great job of doing that tonight.
Let's see if the steal and score will pay off for MGM, and it does. Good hands right there by Hartley Thornburg. She checks back into the ball game and makes herself known quickly.
Nice crossover.
And they strip Abby Kilgore. Paris Bennett with the steal and the score. And just like that, MGM was down, not back on top, 32-30 as we approach 70 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Both teams are getting close to 15 turnovers apiece. That's far too many turnovers. Just think how many shots that they're giving up because of bad decisions with the ball.
Thornburg picks up her third personal foul, Coach Arrow. That's going to send Jesslyn Kellum to the line shooting for Baker.
I like Jesslyn. She's a sophomore averaging 12.8 a game. I like her. Her future's bright.
Not Thornburg's night so far tonight, Coach Arrow. The 3 fouls have had her benched. They're going to bring in Summer Evans to replace her as Kellum gets ready for this second free throw. Coming up a little short.
Take your time. Take your time.
We're under a minute. Wide open. Jordan Jenkins just with the little kiss jumper right there and drops it in.
See, they've made a couple substitutions, and they're not picking up their defense where they're supposed to be on defense. That's 3 straight turnovers. Oh, they got it back and finished. Good.
I thought it may have been a walk, but it wasn't. But it was definitely a bucket for Jesslyn Kellum. Baker with the pressure, down 1 point here. MGM trying to hold on to the lead and add more to it. Summer Evans just kind of heaves it up there, Coach Arrow.
There's no way that they pass the ball from the free throw line straight down to the block. You've got to deny that pass down there.
Baker down 3, the 8th grader running the point. Taylor Rayford gets it over to Kellum. She's going to go in with the runner, no good.
Nice
rebound down low, no good. Great rebound by MGM. The pressure is still on MGM from Baker, and they call a foul with 0.5 remaining here in the half.
See, clock management is so important in a game. I mean, if it was my team, I would have wanted to get 1 shot and pull the ball out, let them just get your spacing and get in there and get a good shot.
1 shot.
Oh, boom.
No good for Paris Bennett. 36-33 is our score at the half. We'll take a break and come back and bring you some stats later on. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on the MCPSS TV network.
A teacher is one of the biggest investors in a community.
They impact the lives of those we value the most.
Teachers share knowledge which helps shape and mold our future leaders. Teachers show direction and help build a sense of purpose.
Are you ready to make a change? For more information on teaching opportunities, teacher incentives, or to apply with the Mobile County Public Schools, log on to www.mcpss.com.
High school students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the Junior Officers Training Corps may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills, you can do that and more when you register for the Junior Officers Training Corps. The JROTC program is available to all high school students in Mobile County. JROTC, we build a better you.
We welcome you back to MCPSS TV's Tuesday Night Hoops, bringing you the action here from the campus of Baker High School. Right now at the half, it's MGM on top 36-33. Mobile County Public Schools is the first school district in Alabama to offer the Leadership Officer Training Corps program, or LOTC. The program is offered to middle schoolers in grades 6 through 8. The LOTC focuses on character, discipline, and leadership. Here is more on the LOTC program.
Hello, my name is Andy Bennett. I am the owner and president of Interactive Learning and the co-creator of the Chisel 365 Leadership Curriculum and Technology. For the last 20 years, I've been working in the schools and with our nation ROTC programs. I was asked to give a real quick interview and answer a few questions about our Chisel 365 curriculum. So first question was, why did we see a need for this program? Kind of back to the name here, character, health and fitness, interactive, service, and leadership. That's what we were trying to deliver. We found that high school was too late. It was too late to wait for high school to get these students in this program that could change the course of their life, give them identity, give them a hope for a bright future. So we needed to create that earlier on and catch those kids, get them with healthy habits and communicating better, just becoming better citizens and better leaders.
Detachment, attention. The Cadet Creed.
The Cadet Creed. I am a Leadership and Character Development Corps Cadet.
The way it works, what it's supposed to work, is a program we invite the little kids to come in and to be a part of the program. Because we figure like this, a lot of the middle school kids comes in and they either join band or they go to PE because they want to be athletes. But you still have those kids who don't want to be in band and they know they're not going to be athletes. So we recruit those kids so we can put them in the leadership program because we know leadership is something that they can use for the rest of their lives. And those kids that we bring in who are non-athletes are the ones who stay in the program all the way through. Even though in the 7th grade they can become athletes, a lot of them come back once their season is over. So the great thing is that we capture them, we teach them how to team build, we have fun activities for them, and they want to stay.
Well, the first thing it does, it offers them a place in the school. It is a program built for any and every student. Every student can find their place in LOTC. Every student will evolve into something greater. They do this program. It brings good out of them, brings the confidence out of them, skills out of them. It's a program that's built for all students.
When I was in the program, I didn't really think much of it. I thought it was just another fun program to be in, but the longer I stood in it, I really realized how much it highlighted leadership skills, and that really made me want to stay.
So in life, it made me reach out to more people. It made me connect with others that I wouldn't normally talk to. It made me build relationships with instructors, and they have helped me throughout school.
I could not see any reason that you would not have an LOTC in every middle school. If you have football, if you have band, if you have the arts, why would you not offer this leadership program in alignment with those other groups? When you search for leadership programs, we've looked high and low. There's not a lot out there for something that I have seen with the return on investment. I don't know what it even costs to start up an LOTC program because we've always had it, but I know that we wouldn't do without it. And just recently we're looking at budget cuts, and no one's looking to cut out LOTC, but it's the foundation of our culture. And we have a culture of high expectations where young men are developed into real world leaders, and that's what LOTC has provided for us.
It really helps kiddos with just leadership opportunities. We are also an international baccalaureate school, and so we use that as what we call a design course. And so kiddos learn a lot of different qualities and within the program, you know, in terms of leadership and how they can become better people, better citizens. And so all our 6th grade students take LOTC. 7th grade is an elective and 8th grade is an elective as well.
The program absolutely works. It absolutely works. We started off, like I said, with one when I got here. They put 3 more in once I got here, and now we're up to 15. And more schools all over Texas. We got 20 programs in Fort Worth. We got 29 in Dallas. We got 15 up in Houston. We got another 5 on the outskirts of San Antonio. So we got about 85 programs in Texas alone. Absolutely it works. As the rate is growing, we'll be bigger than JRTC in the next 5 years.
We appreciate you joining us for Tuesday Night Hoops on the MCPSS TV network. Al Whedon along with the legendary coach Ronnie Arrow. It is halftime. Halftime, get ready to wrap up, Coach Arrow. Matter of fact, let's take a look at first half stats and see what's going on. The score right now, 36-33. But, Coach, this game pretty close if you really get down to it.
I might be wrong, half wrong. At the beginning, one of the targets that I had was that I said it wasn't going to be high scoring, but I thought it would be close.
Gotcha.
If they continue on this path, both of them will go above their average scoring.
Well above their average right there. As you can see, 3-pointers definitely in Baker's favor, 4 of 8. And we saw Lindsay hit a couple of them off the glass, only 1 for 8 for MGM. And look at the rebounds right there, 17-11 with Baker on top right there, Coach.
And you know, on stats, they're out rebounding MGM. So that's right on par with that. That's keeping them in the game. But I think both teams are playing very good, hard defense. When the difference in the game is when Baker came out and put up that 3-quarter trap.
I agree.
That changed the tone of the game.
Definitely did. We'll see if Baker's going to maintain that momentum going into the 3rd quarter, or will MGM react and kind of keep it up tempo like they started off the ball game. We're ready for the action on the floor right now.
The best thing, Al, they both only have 9 turnovers apiece. If they can just keep it at that, it'll be a close game.
It should be. 36-33 is our score. Paris Bennett coming out, running the point for MGM. Pressure on her as she eludes, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound by Baker, pressing it up. There's Haley Lindsay going to the hoop, no good. Nice rebound. I thought she would go straight back up with it. Nia Nord, she put it on the floor. That shot no good by Baker, put up by Angela Kidd, and a rebound by MGM.
One thing about Lindsay, she will take that ball to the hole. I like that.
Summer Evans shot no good. On the move, the 8th grader Taylor Rayford tried to go coast to coast with it, could not. Look at Jordan Jenkins finds Daisha Broughton down low. Broughton wide open, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, and she found him. It wouldn't have been done any good if she hadn't thrown the ball to her. It's a way to get down the court and see the people. Good ball movement around the horn.
Down low, Kellum trying to find something to do with it, puts it up, no good.
Thought that was a foul.
I'm with you there, Coach Arrow. But they're kind of letting them play here a bit.
That was a whack. That wasn't a foul.
Summer Evans cross court to Jordan Jenkins. Her shot rims out, no good.
Now let's see if we get it. Good. Yeah, that's the way to slow it, to keep your dribble going, though. Good. She didn't force it in there. Good.
Got to get it to the 8th grader, let her run the point. That's what you got in there for, Coach Arrow.
Yeah.
A foul's going to be called against Bailey Campbell. That's going to be her second.
Taylor Rayford, y'all be listening for that name for a number of years. 8th grader.
8th grade over at Causey. Something else.
I'm telling you, they've got some good young players. Baker's going to be something to be reckoned with for a few years.
Kellum heads to the bench to take a break. Haley Lindsay drives, penetrates. Couldn't quite elevate enough to get it up there. Nice hustle down low, and one coming up for the Lady Hornets. Madison Fields is going to go to the line.
I would say she beasted inside. She went up and snatched that thing and put it right back in.
Summer Evans picks up her first foul. Take a look at the replay right here down low. Second team foul against MGM. Can't complete the three-point play for Baker. And Stephen Newhouse with a call. No foul, just saying it's MGM's basketball.
You know, again, it's amazing. Madison Fields, 5'9" freshman.
Right.
For Baker. They got good inside, outside coming back.
Summer Evans' shot is up, no good, rims out. Good rebound by Katie Williamson to keep the play alive. Broughton thought about that three, but she's going to dribble, penetrate, throws it away. A bit too hot and heavy for Evans. She couldn't handle it. Checking back in for Baker, Jesslyn Kellum, and they're going to give Haley Lindsay a break right now. She's going to take her 19-point average to the bench and hang out and get some instruction, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, and she's listening. She's not over there just looking the other way. She's listening. Good for her. Coachable young lady.
Angela Kidd on the penetration. I thought that was a double. They didn't call it, but they said it was tipped. And a timeout call right here by Coach Brianna Lancaster.
What?
She wants to discuss some things. This is a full timeout, Coach Arrow, at 5:39 remaining in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break and come right back. Bring you more action for Tuesday Night Hoops on the MCPSS TV network.
Thank you.
To the game, we still got a little bit of room left in.
MGM went 14-10 last season. They lost to Prattville in the regionals. Coming into this contest, they are 10-10 so far. So if Coach Johnson can win it out, Coach Arrow, she'll replicate that regular season record last year, 14-10. Yeah. Shot blocked, but the rebound and score from Madison Fields, the 5'9" freshman. You just talked about her, Coach Arrow.
You know, she was very successful at Fairhope High School. Coach Johnson.
Coach Johnson, right.
Yeah, she was very successful there, went to regionals times, very successful. She's been successful where she's been.
Kellum wide open, begging for it. She gets the shot up, the iron unkind. Summer Evans wide open down low, a little too hard off the glass, is going to remain with MGM.
See, one of the things that we worked on every day is get back drill. You got, when that ball's shot, you got to have at least one to get back and guard the hold. That's their responsibility. And then get back there to help them out. There should not be, you can't win close games if you're giving up transition buckets.
Haley Lindsay checks back in for Baker. Angela Kidd heads to the bench to take a break. Bennett picks up her dribble. They work it over to Summer Evans, back over to Broughton. Pressure on her, Gives it up to Brooke Bell, gets it back. Asking for that screen to be set. It didn't come over for her.
Way to use that left hand.
Shot up by Katie Williamson. That's a 2, it's not a 3, but she drained that 2. It was a deep one, Coach Arrow.
Very nice patience. You know, when you said a while ago, she picked the ball up. If you ask 98% of the kids that come to the classroom, what don't you do? You don't pick the ball up. You either retreat or you lateral to get spacing away from the defense.
Mm-hmm. (40-37) is our score. This is a 7A Area 1 ball game between MGM and Baker.
Look at Nia Nord.
Nia Nord.
The defense position that she's in. I mean, she's hungry to get the ball.
She's out there on that perimeter.
Oh, I hate to see that with good effort, and she wound up
getting
the foul. Yeah. Hey, I'll take that, though.
And you talked her up, Coach Arrow.
Yeah.
They're going to call it on Nia Nord, her first.
And another sophomore for Baker.
Second team foul for Baker. MGM has 2 team fouls as well.
Pretty much, if you call out a name for Baker, it's either going to be an 8th grader, 9th grader, 10th grader.
Yep, one of the 3. Nice give and go right there. Bennett shot no good. She gets the rebound, hustles it up. She is fouled on the play. I believe Madison Fields may have picked that one up with the body on her.
For the young kids that are watching, that's just heart, second effort by Paris Bennett. She missed the shot, she got the rebound, worked it hard, went up, got fouled. Now she's got to make them pay and make these free throws.
Bennett goes to the line to shoot 2 first free throws here of the quarter for MGM. As the officials cleaning up maybe a sweat spot on the floor down low on the block there before we get this free throw attempt.
That's hard work. That's hard work, sweat.
That's what it is,
Coach. That's what my players used to tell me.
Hard work.
It wasn't that they were clumsy. It was that hard work, sweat.
First free throw, no good for Bennett. Bennett's a 5'4" senior guard. MGM has already played their last home game, Coach Arrow. They've already had senior night, so the remaining of their schedule will be on the road for MGM as they wrap up the season.
You know, I encourage the young kids in this town or anywhere to, if you get a chance, watch college basketball and see what they do and see if that's what you've been taught to do and how you can get different moves from them. If you're going to be a
third team foul against MGM, look at the replay. Bell puts the body on her.
Yeah.
Fields was trying to get that and one opportunity, but she goes to the line.
For the past 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes, there's been 0 turnovers, which means that's why it's close. It's pretty much stayed the same 3 points the whole time.
We started off the half with a 3-point lead for MGM. Fields makes the second.
Another freshman. She's averaging 10 points and 10 rebounds as a freshman.
Averages a double-double. That ball stolen by the 8th grader, Taylor Rayford. Couldn't complete.
That's the way to stay
Johnny
after
on the spot. Lindsay stays with it.
There's got to be a foul in there somewhere.
Fields down low, but Baker could not get the points. They were hustling for it. That ball is going to be tipped out of bounds. Ooh. But no, it's going to be Baker's basketball.
Yeah,
I thought it was going to remain with MGM.
Yeah. And Abby Kilgore got back and put pressure on the ball and caused that bad pass.
So the turnover pays off for Baker, down 2 points as we approach 3 minutes. A long three, no good.
But that's a good shot. She was wide open.
Jordan Jenkins pushing it, transition. No bucket for the Lady Vikings. They get it up to Kellum. She can't control it, Coach Arrow. That kind of throws your rhythm off. Work it over to Lindsay. Ball is on the floor, loose ball. MGM, 3-on-1 opportunity. Paris Bennett, she's going to keep it herself and score. No good. Offensive foul, a charge called against the senior.
And you know, that's the first time tonight that somebody's got back and tried to take a charge. There's no circle in there like in college, okay? If on the get-back drill every day, you get back, and if they keep driving, you take the charge.
And
that's
who took
perfect.
it? Your girl Abby Kilgore, Coach Arrow.
The classroom.
Three drained by
Good
Haley
defense.
Lindsay.
Good defense just put them ahead.
41-40 is our score as the crowd continues to filter in here to Daniel Bumper's Gymnasium.
See, there's another chance could have had a charge.
Layup does not pay off for MGM.
Take care of the ball. Take care of the ball.
Timeout called by Tori Johnson. She wants to talk to her girls, Coach Arrow.
Good timeout.
She's not liking what she is seeing on the floor right now.
That's a good.
As I talked about.
Did she call timeout?
Yeah.
That was a quick one.
I thought she called timeout.
Yeah.
Caleb Donahoe mentioned that way. He didn't call a technical, but I guess.
Yeah, it might have been something she was pointing at or something.
Maybe that was the case.
Floor.
I thought it was a timeout, but it's not. We still have action, 2:18.
You know what we hadn't seen in a while? Our first 3 games, there was always something wrong with the floor. We haven't had that problem in a while.
Have not.
Get the ball inside. Oh.
Knocked away by Brooke Bell.
Now see, people will look at that and say that that's the passer's fault. That's the post girl's fault for not keeping that person behind him. She had good position. She let him come right around, knock the ball away.
Bell went right around and knocked it out.
Nice
Kilgore
pass.
gives it up.
Nice
and
pass.
Fouled by Hartley
Abby.
Thornburg. That's Thornburg's 4th foul, Coach Errol. She's going to probably get some pine time now. And that's the 5th team foul against MGM. So Baker will be shooting free throws the remainder of this quarter.
I like that. Abby made a nice pass, ran over here, and Coach Lancaster gave her a high five.
First free throw is good. Thornburg's going to go to the sideline as Bailey Campbell's going to check in, a 5'10" sophomore forward for MGM.
Where it comes in. Has Baker matured enough to finish this game? Can they finish? Can they finish the game? They're ahead.
That's the key, Coach Errol. Can they finish? 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
It's that three-quarter press again.
3-on-2 opportunity.
Nice
Look
get
at
back.
Jordan Jenkins.
Yes.
Coach, I think she was taking that online tutorial from the classroom. She got back and stuck that big paw out there and knocked it out of bounds.
I like to see. That's nothing but guts getting back.
Rolling off the screen, shot no good for Lindsay.
See, if she would have ball faked, that girl would have gone up there, she could have drove right by her.
It was tipped, so it's going to remain Baker's ball. Maybe that's why it kind of died like a failing duck there. It was tipped.
It either had to be a foul or it had to be their ball.
Wide open, Madison Fields. Look at the spin move. The left hand
nice
off
move.
the glass. The 5'9" freshman converts. 5-point lead for the Lady Hornets. 90 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
I promise you, Coach, when she called that timeout, get the ball inside was her vision for this, because that's what they're doing. They've scored twice that they've got the ball inside.
Rebound by Jesslyn Kellum. Baker's got to play under control here, Coach Errol. You don't want it to get away from you.
Good
rebound by Madison Fields, and she is fouled on the floor right there, I believe, by Katie Williamson. Let's see what Stephen Newhouse says. Yeah, that's Williamson's first foul. But most importantly for Baker, they're shooting 2, Coach Errol.
They're shooting 2. I tell you, Madison Fields is getting down the court. She's getting a lot of her points on offensive rebounds and fouls.
Absolutely.
I love to see that. That's again, offensive rebound is effort. Reading the ball, where it's going, and going to get it.
Makes the first.
I love left-handers. I usually call them wrong-handers, but I love left-handers. I don't think in my coaching career I've ever coached a left-hander that could not shoot the ball.
It is something about the way it looks, Coach Errol. Misses the second. Baker 4 of 7 this quarter from the free throw line. 1 minute remaining here in the third quarter. It's going to remain Lady Vikings basketball.
Good pressure with Lindsay on the ball. She caused that to go out of bounds.
Bennett gives it up to Jordan Jenkins. I thought she was going to run the point there.
That's perfect. Just pull the ball and set your team up.
Good pressure right there.
Good
and
pressure.
Stolen by Haley Lindsay. The senior goes in. The steal and score for the Lady Hornets.
Defense.
Up by
Defense.
8, their largest lead of the night. The only senior on the team steals it again. But it's stolen back by MGM and a foul committed on the play. I believe that one is going to be attributed to Lindsay. That'll be her second, 4th team foul for Baker this quarter, as we are right at under 30 seconds here with 29.6 remaining. Summer Evans going to check in.
This 8-point lead has been nothing but defense. They've scored those points off defense, and that's what you like to teach, because defense isn't easy. You like for your team to be rewarded after they go with good defense.
Good hustle being shown by the Lady Hornets of Baker. Coach Brianna Lancaster out on the floor encouraging her girls to keep fighting. Knocked out by Baker, so it still remains MGM's ball.
Again, I don't care who wins, but we've seen this team grow up, Baker grow up. We're going to see now, and we'll say it probably 4 or 5 more times. Have they grown up enough to keep a lead and win a game?
As you said, got to finish.
Against a good team.
Got to finish. A push right there by Kilgore. Her 3rd foul, 5th team foul against Baker, so that places MGM in the bonus.
Well, she's done a good job. If you remember, they had to sit her because she had 2 fouls. It's either late in the first quarter or start of the second quarter.
Early in the 3rd quarter, she had to sit her. She picked up her 2nd, so Kilgore fought through, then picked up the 3rd to just now, and shot no good by Paris Bennett, the free throw.
Short.
Misses both of them.
Offensive rebound.
And possession is going to stay with the MGM. 15.1 seconds here.
And you know who is all in the passing lane? The little 8th grader, Rayford.
Taylor
She's
Rayford.
like a little gnat. She just gnat, flying around.
Madison Field swiping at it. Stolen by
another
Haley
defense.
Lindsay. And the steal and score pays off for Jesslyn Kellum. A 10-point lead for the Lady Hornets, as the Hornets' nest is about to explode at the end of the 3rd quarter. What a 3rd quarter defensive display put on by Baker. We'll take a break and come back and bring you one last quarter here of the girls in action. Baker's on top by 10.
There's a lot to like about Mobile County Public Schools.
What I enjoy about Mobile County School is the extra attention my teachers give us to help us learn.
Teachers are liking their access to technology, and students are liking the quality of their education.
I like the technology that's been incorporated into my education.
And since 1826, you have trusted us to prepare your child for their future, and we like that. Mobile County Public Schools. We are learning today, leading tomorrow.
Hey Alexa, tell me about Mobile County Public Schools.
With 53,000 students in 90 schools, Mobile County Public Schools equips and empowers college and career-ready graduates. Several MCPSS schools are ranked among Alabama's top 10. Yearly, graduating students earned about $110 million in college scholarships and 10,000 career credentials. MCPSS is learning today, leading tomorrow. Does that answer your question?
To find out all the latest news on what's happening in Mobile County Public Schools, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and X, formerly known as Twitter. Mobile County Public Schools, we are learning today and leading tomorrow. Leading right now, it's the Baker Lady Hornets up by 10. Coach Arrow, this is the largest lead by either team tonight, a 10-point lead. And will Baker be able to finish?
Now, we've been talking about Baker's defense. Now, what Montgomery, MGM's got to do, they got to but they got to get out and know that they're going to get some heat on them. They got to quit turning the ball over. Right now, it is 7-2 in turnovers. And that's the difference in the game.
Daisha Broughton goes to the hole and gets the foul. First team foul against Baker this quarter, and that is Jesslyn Kellum's 2nd foul. First free throw up and good.
No, it doesn't seem like there's been too many free throws shot in this game.
Does not. Well, I will say this, Coach Arrow, there has been more free throws attempted by Baker.
Where are we playing at?
You say there's some home cook officiating going on?
I've got something to say about that in the next game. Remind me to say something about home cooking.
Home cooking, I'll do that. Foul on the play That foul on Daisha Broughton, her first foul of the ball game. First team foul against MGM this quarter. Back at the line shooting. Haley Lynn for the Lady Hornets puts it up, no good.
Her technique, her fundamentals on her shot is very good, very good. Her spin is good. Her concentration is good.
The senior makes the second.
They're switching out front. Another defensive
Stolen
move.
by Lindsay.
Oh.
But she follows on
And
shot.
a foul.
And one coming up. That's an easy and one opportunity right there, Coach Arrow. He's right under the bucket.
Baker is just taking it to MGM, and I know Coach Johnson understands what's going on. Somehow or another, she's going to have to get these girls' attention if they're going to get back in this game, because right now, Baker's steamroller.
And Lindsay completes the three-point play for Baker. That foul was committed by Joyce Bolton.
Now they've extended their pressure again. They're still in man-to-man, but they've extended their pressure. Good backside help.
That was a nice little skip pass by Bennett over to Evans. Does not pay off for MGM.
By them extending the pressure, they're making MGM hurry their pass up.
Great pass by the eighth grader down low to Madison Fields. Fields is fouled on the play.
What vision. What vision. She threaded that one. That wasn't an easy pass.
Bailey Campbell commits her third personal foul, and that's the third team foul against MGM as Fields goes to the line.
I'm going to ask Coach Lancaster if after she goes through the youth of their team, then if next year if I can take over and take the experienced team. She's done all the work.
That's what you want to do?
I'm just kidding.
Timeout called by Tori Johnson of MGM. She wants to talk it over with her team and get some things together. 30-second timeout being called by them. I said earlier that MGM has wrapped up home play, Coach Arrow. They're going to finish the season on the road and in area play. This Friday, they got to take on that vaunted Davidson squad, Charlie Shipp and his crew with the Lady Warriors. And a week from tonight, they go back to the Bayou, and they'll take on Bryant to wrap up their season. So for MGM, they're done at home when it's time for, area tournament play. But right now, regular season, they're on the road.
That road is tough, especially having that many games in a row. But if they can survive, somehow or another come back for this game, or if this game doesn't work out for MGM, they have to use this as a learning and go ahead, because it's not going to get easier on the road.
No doubt. No doubt about that. Down 6 right now to Baker. And for Baker, the key, as you said, Coach Arrow, they have to finish. But for them, this will be a great win because it's over their arch rival. But it's going to break like a 10 or 11 game losing skid for these girls. They haven't won a game since last year, Coach Arrow.
Coach hadn't slept a wink in 2 weeks. That'd drive you crazy.
All right, let's see what Tori Johnson is dialed up here for the Lady Vikings.
She's going to have to up their NIL for the girls.
Oh, let's not talk about that. That's all in the news. A quick foul right there on Haley Lindsay. She picks up the quick cheap foul. That's her third. Second team foul against Baker.
Let's see MGM, what they're made of if they come back.
Asia Broughton working it in, penetrating the iron, unkind for her. The rebound goes to MGM, but stolen by Baker. Look at that outlet pass from Lindsay up to Jesslyn Kellum. Kellum up to the eighth grader. Great ball movement. Pays off with the easy bucket for Madison Fields and Baker.
Another defensive stop leads to points.
That might be on Abby Kilgore, Coach Arrow. That's her fourth.
See, her last two were just reaching fouls. You don't need that. You're going to get enough fouls. You can't be reaching. Got to play smart.
Kilgore goes to the bench. Nia Nord checks in for the Lady Hornets. Errant pass. No one home as Lindsay tries to put the outlet. Deja Broughton with the three, no good. Good rebound right there by Kellum. She's got to get that ball to a ball handler
now,
quick.
Let's see if Baker plays like they've got the lead and that they're not behind.
Nia North felt the heat. She gets rid of the hot potato back to the 8th grader. Wide open, Kellum. 3, no good, Coach Arrow. Good steal by Haley Lindsay. Johnny on the spot. That's what the senior does, knowing how to earn that foul. Deja Broughton picks up her second. Yeah, now, Coach Arrow, keep in mind, that's the 4th team foul against MGM, and Baker now goes to the line for their 6th free throw attempt, and we haven't hit 5 minutes remaining in the game.
You know what? In the stats, it's going to show that Baker shot a lot more free throws, but when you're getting steals and you're going down and you have fast breaks, there's going to be fouls and you're going to go. You've got to take care of the ball. You can't let the other team get the ball and then put.
I mean, this is varsity basketball here, man. Coach Arrow.
This isn't City League now. I want to get Taylor
down low in Madison Field.
I want to get Taylor in the classroom.
You got to wait the season over
working with her.
Oh, just over the timeline by Jordan Jenkins, Coach Arrow.
Okay, they're falling back now. They're going to switch that.
Big lead right here.
Don't reach.
And they're going to call it on Nia Nord. That's her 2nd foul. 4th team foul.
Another sophomore getting some good minutes, good experience.
Count that 3. The bank is wide open for MGM. They needed a bucket right there, Coach Arrow.
Jordan Jenkins just used the backboard, a 3 from straight up.
Look at Madison Field, goes from the block all the way down, drops it in, and the lead is extended. Just thrown away by Jenkins to Bennett. You can almost kind of look at the body language of the MGM Lady Vikings like they're out of it. But, Coach, there's plenty of time left in this ball game. You just got to play some defense here. Get some steals, get some scores, and get back in it. Going to the hole, Haley Lindsay fouled on the play. The 5'8" senior knows what to do. And that's it for Hartley Thornton.
Be turning the ball over, and that's leading to all these fouls.
Brooke Bell checks into the ball game. Coaches, I look at my running tally of free throws. You can see the clear difference of the amount of free throws that Baker has attempted tonight.
And I was kidding about where we're playing at, but you know you can tell the difference in a game with the pressure defense that's being taken. MGM has not taken care. When Baker extended their defense, it really has bothered MGM the whole game.
Lindsay drains both of them for the Lady Hornets. They are up 20, Coach Arrow. Yes, I said 20.
They're running a 1-2-2 trap and trapping on the wings.
Stolen by Jenkins, but no recapture by Baker. Madison Fields down low. I think she's probably going to be having a double-double tonight, Coach Arrow. Timeout called by Coach Tori Johnson of MGM. She wants to talk with the girls about it. We'll take a quick break and come back and bring you more Tuesday Night Hoops. You're watching on the MCPSS TV network.
I'm Keith Blackwood, your Mobile County District Attorney. I want to remind you about the truancy laws. 5 unexcused absences requires you to attend the early warning truancy program. Failure to attend the early warning truancy program can cause you to appear before a judge in circuit court. We need you to stay in school. This is a serious law, and it needs to be taken very seriously. I wish you and your family a safe, happy, and successful school year.
We welcome you back to the Daniel M. Bumpers Gymnasium on the campus of Baker High School for Tuesday Night Hoops. Al Wheaton, Coach Ronnie Arrow bringing you the action here. Don't forget, after the conclusion of this ball game, we'll take a little break, let the guys warm up, and then we'll bring you the boys in action coming up after this one. That was going to be a good one tonight, Coach Arrow.
There's no question about it. If you think that this game was physical, wait till the next game.
Just stick around. Paris Bennett out of this timeout. Let's see what Coach Torrey Johnson has drawn up. That three no good for Jordan Jenkins. Someone's got to get the rebound. It's going to remain with MGM. The girls kind of looking around.
Yeah.
You got to go up and grab the ball.
You know, people, when you're playing, you don't understand. When you shoot a three, the rebound 99% of the time is going to go long.
It's going to go long, yeah.
Everybody was underneath the goal then, and she shot a three. It went a little bit past them. Uh-oh.
That one's stolen. A foul called on the play.
I think that talk to by Coach Johnson to the officials got their attention.
That foul on Haley Lindsay. I just thought Lindsay was kind of going for it just like the offensive player was. But that's why I'm up here, Coach. I don't have the stripes on.
Hey, it's safer up here.
Fourth team foul against Baker. Abby Kilgore is going to check back in and give Haley Lindsay a break here.
Good substitution. Rest her, let her get back in. May not get back in. May not need her. Let her rest.
And if we look back at it, Coach Arrow, Baker was down 3 at the half, but they have pretty much dominated the second half of this ball game tonight. The third quarter, a big defensive push and run, and they ended the quarter with a 10-point lead, and now they have expanded it on top of MGM.
Yeah. And MGM's going to learn from this. They've got sincere players that want to play hard, that want to do good. They'll learn from this.
Summer Evans over to Jenkins. They get it over to Broughton. Kind of went off her foot, but a foul called on the play.
For the youth, if you're watching, that foul then, when you have your hands on defense, don't whack down. Turn your palms up and come up with the ball trying to get it if you're going to get it. If you whack, if your hands are down and you cross and go down, 99.9% of the time, it's going to be a foul.
They're going to whistle it. That's good old school teaching method there, Coach Arrow. You're right about that. They're going to call it every time.
Some things don't change that are good for you.
Barton misses the second.
Whoa.
Tie up on the floor. The arrow remains with MGM.
Jordan Jenkins got in there, tough rebound, and went back on her keister when she was pushed a little bit.
Yeah, I thought they were calling a foul on the push, but they're going to discuss it now with Stephen Newhouse. I think Jamar Matthews saw something. I thought it was somewhat of a push. I thought we were going to have a foul call.
If they don't call a foul, it's good because both of them, they called their ball.
So they're deciding.
Yeah, because both of them were hustling.
Baker's ball. So Baker won't be a possession. They're just going to give it to the Lady Hornets here. 3:23 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Good break. Nice break. Oh.
Kilgore with the walk. Coach, she forgot.
Yeah.
She needs to go for a little tutorial in the classroom. You got to dribble first.
Yeah,
Not in the pros, they'll let you get away with it.
I must have been looking away when she did that.
Nice tip by Nora to get it out of bounds. It's going to stay on this side with the Lady Vikings. Good hustle right there by Nia Nora.
I see a lot of young-looking ball players in here. That's good. Bring your kid. If they play ball, bring them to see this good local talent, boys and girls. Nice drive.
And it pays off for Jordan Jenkins in the bucket. Let's see what the defense will be like here for MGM. Baker breaks the press. They give it over
tonight, I think
Rayford.
was just one of those games. The ball just wasn't going in the hole for MGM, but Baker's defense had a lot to do with that.
They're going to call possession on that one. It's going to go over to MGM as Nord and Bennett kind of got tied up on the floor, but no foul call. Lindsay checks back into the ball game here. Coach, I'm not really keeping up with the shooting stats per se, but I can't recall seeing Taylor Rayford attempt a shot tonight. She's done a lot of dishing. She's done a lot of passing, but I don't know if she's actually put up a shot tonight.
No, I think you're right.
Paris Bennett shot no good. All right, there goes Abby Kilgore. He's going to take it coast to coast.
Nice
Doesn't
rebound.
pay off. Good rebound
Guess who?
and put back by Haley Lindsay, the only senior on this squad. It's going to be interesting for Coach Lancaster next summer when she has tryouts. She's only losing one girl.
One
Coach
girl. One girl.
I wonder how tough that competition is going to be to get on the Lady Hornet squad.
Unfortunately, it's one good girl, but she's got some good ones coming up.
Yeah, that's 19 points per game that's graduating this spring. Baker all in control here.
She can play at the next level, at one of the levels. She needs to just keep playing hard and let it fall where it falls, where she gets an offer. Hopefully she will.
They put the pressure on Rayford. She throws away. Deja Broughton, her shot no good. Wide open. Madison Fields patient with it. And the bucket pays off on the steal and scores. You can see the body language of the Lady Vikings and the Baker faithful starting to sense we're going to get a win here tonight inside the Hornets' nest to break this 10 or 11, 12 game losing streak that they've been on.
Yeah, that ball's just not going in. Come on, Abby.
Good
Take
save
care of the
by
ball.
Madison, yeah. And Abby Kilgore looks over to Coach Lancaster like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, the Euro, no payoff for Jordan Jenkins. We're under 90
2
seconds
on 1.
here.
Let's see what she does with it. Oh, pass that ball, young lady.
Kellum takes it to the hole as she is fouled by Brooke Bell. That is Bell's 3rd foul. 71-46 is our score. A great night here for the Lady Hornets. Coach, we may have to do some research and find out, has Baker put up 71 points tonight?
In a while.
And let's go back to your comment at halftime. Coach Arrow, you said at the pace that we're going, both of these teams should surpass their average easily. And a guy next to you said, oh, yeah, Coach, I agree with that statement.
Yeah.
Look at Mary G Montgomery. They're at 46 points. They're just past their average of 42. We thought they'd have at least 60 or 65.
The reason why they scored so many points was because of their defense, and the reason why they only have 46 points was because of their defense.
Baker averages 44 points a game. Both free throws hit by Kellum and giving up 49 points on defense. So they're going to give up the average on defense, but a superlative effort tonight by the Lady Hornets.
Nice save. Tell you what, Haley Lindsay does it all. She just, gets going a little bit with bad decision making as far. She gets going too fast. She's such a good athlete. And she takes her shot selection, gets off sometimes. But you can't ever say that girl isn't playing hard, ever.
Under 1 minute. Shot put up by Joyce Bolton, no good. And Coach, look at here. Taylor Rayford ran away. There's a shot attempt. Over the back is going to be that call. Offensive foul right there.
She finally takes one, and that wasn't a very good shot.
Wasn't a very good one.
But she's done a lot. She got a lot of experience tonight. She had some good assists. It's great to see young ladies and guys getting better and better in this game.
Going to the line to shoot for MGM is Summer Evans. First free throw, no good against MGM.
This is a big win for Baker in a lot of ways. It's conference or district time, area time. They haven't won a game in a while. This will be a conference. But now, what they can't do is get lackadaisical. Oh, we did good, and then go to practice and not put out. Know why you won this game and how you won this game. Effort leads to defense. Defense leads to points. All good things happen.
Heading to the line to shoot for MGM, Katie Williamson. Nice form by Williamson right there on that free throw attempt, Coach Arrow. So Lindsay's going to check out with 26 seconds. The senior goes to the bench. Great night by her.
Is it safe to say that Coach Lancaster will sleep good tonight?
I feel she will.
Good.
I feel she will, Coach
The
Arrow.
girls gave her a good night's sleep.
I'd agree with that assessment right there. And I tell you, Coach Harris, still feels like a Friday ball game to me. Doesn't feel like a Tuesday night ball game.
I'm just glad to be back calling some games.
Yeah, Madison Fields with the spin move and the payoff for the Lady Hornets with a big-time win tonight over MGM. They'll be talking about this one in Bakerland for a while. 75-49. The Lady Hornets get the win. They end the losing skid tonight against their arch rival MGM, Coach Harrell.
Yeah, it was a great win for them. You can see that it should be a confidence booster for the rest of the year.
Absolutely, I agree with that. So congratulations to Coach Brianna Lancaster and the Lady Hornets for getting the win 75-49. That's going to wrap it up for the girls. Up next, the boys will be in action. We're going to take a little short break and come back and bring you more Tuesday Night Hoops on the MCPSS TV network.
If you look at the numbers, Mobile County Public Schools is making great strides. With more than 53,000 students, 7,000 employees, and 90 schools, we are consistently increasing our four-year graduation rate and our first-class pre-K program. We continue to strive for national recognition and continue to prepare our students for the global workforce. And we do all of this with one goal in mind, to equip and empower college and career-ready graduates. Mobile County Public Schools. We're learning today, leading tomorrow.
Do you feel alone, overwhelmed, or helpless?
There's hope, there's help. Call or text 988.
You don't have to face your crisis alone. If you need a safe space to talk with a trusted adult for support, reach out to your school counselor.
Do you need help to make it through everyday struggles?
Do you need someone to talk to?
Call or text 988. Your social emotional wellness is worth it.
Remember, there's hope, there's help.
What's the matter, baby? You're not feeling good?
School-aged children are at a higher risk of getting and spreading germs and viruses. To help protect the spread, students are encouraged to stay home when sick. Parents, it's important for your child to remain at home at least 24 hours after they no longer have a fever of 100 degrees or higher without the use of medications. Please help us maintain a healthy learning environment.
I came from a family of educators. My mom, my sisters, my aunts. I have a lot of family members in education, and it was always something that they came home and talked about, so I've always had a desire to do the same thing. I have always wanted to teach. More importantly, I was an athlete and I wanted to coach, so that kind of put the nail on the head as far as, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to go work with young people, especially adolescents. I knew high school was the level that I really wanted to work with. Codons, every 3 letters on messenger RNA. With me being from out of town or out of state, Louisiana, coming into Mobile County, and I always felt at home. I feel like all the people in Baker and in Mobile County in general, the Human Resource Department, the whole transition coming in here was very warm and welcoming. I immediately felt like I was part of the family. I wasn't an out-of-towner, because a lot of people who graduate within Mobile County come back and work within Mobile County. So it was very comforting for me to know that someone that did not go to school here could come in, with open arms and transition very easily. I would definitely recommend Mobile County to those about to graduate in education. We have a very warm family atmosphere. We all work together. One of the things that I love about Mobile County that I didn't get in my last school system is the cooperative teaching that we do. So you never feel like you're doing it alone. We team up with other teachers that are teaching the same subject area, and we plan together, we work together, we brainstorm together. And so, you're not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's truly a team effort.
My first year working with Mobile County so far, it's been really good.
as well as challenging because it's my first year and I'm still learning how to do things, what to do as a first year teacher. So I'm learning new tricks and strategies that hopefully I will be better at next year. So it's just been a little bit challenging as a first year teacher. It is very scary coming in as a first year teacher because you go to college and they teach you these things and you go field experience in other classes, but you're always with another teacher. It's not your very own classroom. The administrative support is pretty good here as well. Our administration does support us. If we need anything, they don't hesitate to help us. So there's some administration support here as well that helps along with your grade level support. I do like that it's very close to the beach. I was from the Bayou, and that was only like a 15-20 minute drive from Dauphin Island, so the beach was right there. I do like the downtown area because, and also this is the birthplace of Mardi Gras, so I do like that too. There's Christmas parades, Mardi Gras parades, just a lot of things to do and a lot of activities to do here. I would recommend Mobile County Schools for someone who's searching because I believe it's a really good school system. You have support, you have so many resources, especially within Mobile County, to help you, and they have the first year teacher training as well, which kind of helps you get into teaching.
The reason why I started teaching was because I knew that I wanted to inspire children, and at a very early age as a child, I knew that teaching was my calling. The reason I chose Mobile County was because this is my home, not to mention that E.R. Dixon was also my home place to start my education as a child. So I wanted to give back to my community. As far as being a new teacher in Mobile County, I know especially here at E.R. Dixon, you will get professional development, you'll have a mentor, and you'll have plenty of people that you can lean on. Administration, coaches, math and reading coaches, intervention teachers that will all help you. And you'll be working as a team to make sure that children are successful. I received professional development. I also had a mentor when I started teaching. In addition, I had my grade level, so I could ask plenty of questions to all the time, whether it be over the weekend or first thing in the morning. I definitely think that we as Mobile County do a wonderful job of providing the support that you need as a new teacher, professional development, whether it be co-workers, mentors, you have a team all the time to help you and guide you through teaching. It makes you feel like you have your place, you have your home. And here I'm already at home, but just to know that when you come here, you have a second family. I'm excited to be a part of Mobile County. Every morning when I wake up, I'm so excited to get to school. And the most important thing is just to see my children and laugh with them and know that we're not just helping that child learn Common Core or Wonders or whatever the program is that we're following, but helping them to grow as an individual. Because these kids are going to be, whether they're here in Mobile County or in another state, we want them to be true examples of leaders and successful and responsible citizens. And when people say, where did you go to school? Mobile County.
A teacher is one of the biggest investors in a community.
They impact the lives of those we value the most.
Teachers share knowledge which helps shape and mold our future leaders.
Teachers show direction and help build a sense of purpose.
Are you ready to make a change? For more information on teaching opportunities, teacher incentives, or to apply with the Mobile County Public Schools, log on to www.mcpss.com.
The excitement is at a fever pitch inside the Hornets' nest as Baker prepares to host their nemesis, the number 7 ranked MGM Vikings. Baker had a huge comeback win over MGM a few weeks ago, and the Vikings want to even the score with a win tonight on Baker's home court. Can the Hornets sting and sweep MGM in area play, or will the Vikings band together and deliver a big area win? The return of Tuesday Night Hoops happens right now on the MCPSS TV network. Good evening, I'm Al Wheaton, joined by the legendary Coach Ronnie Arrow. We're glad you're with us. Coach Arrow, two of the top teams on the Gulf Coast about to go head-to-head.
The number 1 team, MGM, number 3 team, Baker. It's going to be a war out there tonight.
It really is. When these teams met a couple weeks ago, at halftime, MGM was up by 7. They lost by 6 to Baker that night.
Yeah.
That's something else, isn't it?
Yeah, it really was, and they were playing at MGM.
They were playing at MGM.
That was a great win for Baker.
So what do these teams need to do tonight inside of your Arrow's targets to get the win, Coach
If you're
Arrow?
Baker, you have got to get the ball in the hands of Desmond Williams. He's averaging 14 points a game. He is number 1 assist person. On the other side now, they have got to stop Eric Washington. Now, Eric Washington only had 2 points the last game when they beat MGM.
Wow.
So they have got to do that. The reason why, now he did have a sprained ankle, but they have to hold him down. If you're MGM, you've got to get the ball inside to go outside. I know Coach Kimball always tells me they get in trouble by going outside and then going inside. Their best days are when they go inside to Eric Washington and Zion Hunter. Between the two, they average 26 points a game. And then they have to handle Baker's pressure, which caused them the loss the last time by turning the ball over.
That pressure is definitely going to be coming because in the second half, Baker definitely came back. Let's put up the starters for this ball game, Coach Arrow, because they're calling out the starters. Right now, we don't have the starters available, but we'll share them with you. But this is a very big ball game. We talked about Baker coming into this ball game, having beat MGM a couple of weeks ago, but MGM is ranked number 7 in the state. Think about that. They're 20-4. Baker is 19-7. Both of these teams had some tournament play over the holidays. Baker went out of town and played some of the, as we call them, some of the big boys upstate. And, learned some things while they were out there doing that. But for MGM, they stayed local here over the holidays.
MGM has been priming this team since they were in the 9th grade.
Mm-hmm.
This team has been winners from the 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. They feel like that this is their year to win the whole ball of wax.
Yeah, Coach Kimball told us he feels this is a good opportunity, kind of reminiscent of a team he had a couple years ago. Look at the records right there, 20-3 for MGM in area play. They are 2-1. That one loss to Baker. But for Baker, they hold the edge. They are 4-0 on in area play on the season and 19-7 overall as we go with the starters being called out right here. Great night for basketball here on the campus of Baker High School. I mean, when I say arch nemesis, rival, you can't have it any better than this, Coach Arrow.
No, I see other area high school coaches here. This game right here is the epitome of what basketball is getting to in this area. There are good young players coming up, and these teams right here are going to go after it tonight.
We're going to take a quick break and come back and bring you that tip-off. It's MGM versus Baker coming up. Tuesday Night Hoops headed your way on the MCPSS TV network.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ayla, hi. Oh, hi, Sierra. How are you? Good. How are things?
Things couldn't be better.
What do you mean?
Well, I just started this new job as a school teacher with the Mobile County Public Schools, and it has been a life changer. Great benefits, the hours are great, and great students. Just overall, it's a great opportunity.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. Yeah. I'm going to look into that.
You should.
For more information, visit mcpss.com/job opportunities.
Do you feel alone, overwhelmed, or helpless?
There's hope. There's hope. Call or text 988.
You don't have to face your crisis alone. If you need a safe adult for support, reach out to your school counselor.
Do you need help to make it through everyday struggles?
Do you need someone to talk to?
Call or text 988. Your social emotional wellness is worth it.
Remember, there's hope, there's help.
Our children with special needs deserve a place to play. That is why we are coming together to build the Miracle League of West Mobile Schmidt Family Park. It will include a special needs ball field and playground, regulation baseball and softball fields, and more. We have raised more than $1 million and construction will start soon. But we need your help to complete the project. Visit mcpss.com/Miracle League to donate and to learn more. Any dollar amount will help bring a smile to a child's face. Together, we can make a miracle.
We welcome you back to Tuesday Night Hoops, and there's the tip-off with Baker taking control. Deshaun Thomas gets the tip-off for the Hornets as we get going. Desmond Williams running the point here for the Hornets.
That's a dribble handoff to a pick. They're reversing the ball around. They're always looking to get the ball in the hands of Desmond. Desmond has been offered from the University of South Alabama, but he's just a junior.
Early foul picked up right there by Jalen Gray of MGM on a screen. Baker looking to inbound it here, going to Anderson Madian, the senior center. Gets it out. And we have another foul, early foul here.
Tell you what, both these teams, they look almost like college players. They're thick. You can tell that they've been in the weight room, most of them. That's what you've got to have. You can't be skinny and play this game anymore.
On the floor for MGM, Jalen Gray, Eric Washington, Zion Hunter, John Adams, and DJ Barton. Barton just picked up that foul. First attempt, no good for Baker. Deshaun Thomas, Desmond Williams, Derek Florence, Anderson Madian, and Lavelle Nelson get the start for the Hornets tonight.
Now let's see if MGM does what Coach wants them to, go inside to out, get the ball inside first and not just come out bombing three.
There's a shot right there by Washington.
Drug that pivot foot.
Travel on the play, turnover. We're still at zeros here. MGM and Baker, and Coach, if you look to your right, just across from us, the hooligans are in the house for you. I told you they would be in full effect tonight.
Hey, what great high school atmosphere this is. The hooligans. Nice backdoor cut by Desmond. Oh, nice
shot block. Williams shot block, but a good rebound right there. Lavelle Nelson puts it up, no good. Derek Florence down low with his big body, and it's going to be MGM's basketball. Florence looking like, wait a minute, I thought we had it.
So far, they're letting them play because there could have been 3 fouls called on that one play.
Deshaun Thomas leads Class 7A in three-point shooting in the state of Alabama. He has 54 made threes on the season. The transfer from Auburn High School definitely lighting it up for the Hornets this year. Adams works it down low to Washington. You're going to see a lot of that tonight, Coach Harrell.
That's what Coach
Washington
wants.
Drops it in. Eric Washington averaging 13 points per game gets us started off with the scoring here.
Good pressure, man-to-man, full court.
Thomas trying to shake and bake, and it does not come up positive for Baker.
MGM already has 3 block shots.
That shot no good for MGM.
Oh, Eric came to play tonight.
Sure did. Tie up on the floor. The possession arrow is going to remain with MGM.
You know, Eric Washington's one of their leading scorers, and he had 2 points. He had a bad ankle the last game they got beat. I guarantee you he's thinking about getting some revenge.
No doubt about it. Gets it over to Zion Hunter.
Zion Hunter is also, both of them averaging 13 points a game. They want to get the ball in those 2 guys' hands, especially low.
Got an illegal screen here called against MGM. That's going to be DJ Broughton's second personal foul here, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, DJ's one of those 6'6" sophomore kids that is really going to be a good player by the time he graduates.
Checking in now for MGM, Shondell Harris, the 5'11" sophomore. And Coach Arrow, just like that, MGM has 3 team fouls as we're right under 6 minutes.
Yeah. Well, when you play hard, you're going to get some fouls, but they need to be legitimate.
That's a 3 from Lavelle Nelson. He drops it in. Lavelle Nelson with his 38th 3 of the season. He's ranked number 8 in Class 7A for the state in three-point shooting. So
they were playing man-to-man. Somebody lost a man. There was
Baker
nobody
with
on
their
here.
first points, up 3-2 here early on. As I said, excitement at a fever pitch here inside the Hornets' nest. We got a foul down low on Baker.
You know, I'm one of those old school guys that I believe that you got to go inside. You have to have an inside game. Why? That's one of the reasons right there. If you don't go inside, you don't give the other team a chance to foul. That's getting a foul on one of their top players inside.
Away from the ball, the officials are on top of it. They call Eric Washington with an elbow. Coach Arrow, that is 4 team fouls against MGM.
See, that's one of those fouls you don't need to get. You're going to get legitimate fouls, but you can't get reaching fouls, elbow fouls, tripping fouls.
But, Coach, it could be also maybe the officials are trying to take control of this game early, too.
That's true,
Maybe they're trying to send a message.
Absolutely.
That they don't want this getting out of hands because, as you said, you old school, you like to see it down low. I think we'll see a lot of the down low action tonight with the big fellas.
We don't want any bones showing before there's a foul call.
That's a walk on Anderson Madian. A great matchup here tonight, as we said. MGM ranked number 7 in Class 7A in the state. Baker just outside of the top 10. They picked up a few votes, but not enough to make it into the top 10. But Baker beat MGM back on January 12th, down 7 at the half, and came back and won by 6. So that was a big loss for MGM to take at home, as a matter of fact. Blocked by Madian. Shot no good by Gray. Coach, this is your kind of game. It's all down low. Zion Hunter, his shot no good. The iron unkind for the Vikings. And that's going to be our 5th foul against MGM.
If I'm not mistaken, that was 4 missed shots at the goal. And you can't gripe about it. That was great effort. Shoot the ball, offensive rebound. Shoot the ball, offensive rebound. You just got to finish it or get a lead. The least you can go away with is a foul.
With 4:26 remaining in the first quarter, Baker will be shooting from the free throw line after every foul the rest of this quarter here. That's the 5th team foul against MGM. That one picked up by Shondell Harris, who came in to sub for DJ Broughton, who has 2 fouls.
You know, one of the things that goes along with what you were talking about as far as MGM 7A being ranked 7th in the state, we have Viger in 5A is ranked number 6 in the state.
Sure is.
They've got a good team. They won the Spring Hill tournament.
They did. Williamson ranked number 5 in Class 5A. They're ranked 5 in the state.
Yes.
Lavelle Nelson goes 1 for 2 at the line there.
In this game, on both teams, I would say there's at least 5, maybe 6 players that could play at the next level, and they're not all seniors.
Turnover on the play, Baker's basketball. I had the privilege of watching both of these teams. Matter of fact, calling both of their games this past Monday at Bishop State for the MLK Ballin' for a Cause Classic, where Baker beat LaFleur and MGM beat St. Luke's. And Coach Arrow, Monday night, I mean, these guys were going at it down at Bishop State. So I just saw this 7 days ago, 8 days ago rather. Timeout call by David Armstrong. This is a quick 30-second timeout. He needs to talk to his guys.
As a coach, for games like this, you don't have to get them up. If you got to get them up for a game like this, something's wrong with
Something's wrong with you. MGM comes into this ball game averaging 57 points per game. Baker comes in averaging 64 points per game. So we're expecting some big numbers coming up in this particular matchup tonight here on the campus of Baker High School. I'm telling you, Coach, the place is packed. I think the only available seating may be close to us here in the stands because we have it marked off with caution tape, so we could have an area of peace for us.
Maybe we can sell some tickets up here.
Hey, I might have to talk to Coach Armstrong about that. But it is definitely packed in here. The hooligans in the house as well.
The hooligans.
Shot of the MGM Vikings varsity cheerleaders right there. Cameraman Ron on the action. Score 4-2, but there have been 5 fouls committed by MGM already.
Nice
Good
pass.
feed down low to Madian. And one opportunity coming up for Baker. They're going to call that one on Zion Hunter, his first foul, as Madian's going to go to the line shooting. He's a 44% free throw shooter.
And the one that set that up is Desmond Williams. They want the ball in his hands.
Madian cannot convert.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Madian has committed to Huntington, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, that's great to hear. That's great to hear. Florence went for the steal, and he's going to pick up the foul. The 6'5" junior. his first, second team foul against Baker.
MGM needs to score. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out full court pressing here in a little bit. Good closeout. Zion's posting just a little bit too high. He's not spinning and pinning for a lob in there, but he's working in there. They're looking in there. There you go.
Get it into Washington, the big fella down low. Shot no good. Derek Florence with the rebound.
Big fella, you got to finish that one.
Lavelle Nelson kicks it out to Florence. He launches a three, no good. Zion Hunter with the rebound for MGM. Oh, and Zion throws it down for the Vikings.
I've seen him play like 4 times. He's played the 1, he's played the 2, he's played the 3, he's played the 4, he's played the 5. He is very, very versatile.
The 6'6" senior can do it all. Lavelle Nelson loses it, but gains back control, flips it back over to Thomas. They're trying to set something up. Gets Williams to go down low. They're going to call Thomas for carrying.
You know, sometimes with the new moves that are being taught, like in the classroom, you've got to be able to be careful that you use those moves, and we emphasize you cannot put the ball ever on the bottom of the ball and come over it. It's got to either be on the side or the top of it to make your spin moves, to make your wraparounds, to make your out to ends.
Paris Baker checks in, gives Florence a break. It's going to remain with MGM.
See, that time, you know, again, when I listen to games, I think sometimes, well, that announcer, Mr. Know-It-All. I'm just saying what I see. That time, I thought Eric posted a little bit too low. He posted below the block. You got to give some room up top in case you have to lob it. Good patience on the offense.
Jeremiah Bolton with the ball, passes over to Keelan Moyer.
Give him the ball. Give him the ball. He's open.
Back to Bolton. Over to Washington. Under 2 minutes to play. They kick it out to Shondell Harris. MGM kind of looks confused as to what can we do. Great defense being shown by Baker. Penetration shot no good. Baker basketball.
You know, they're being very patient. When one of the bigs, when Eric's down, Zion's high. When Eric goes up, Zion goes low. So they're working that high-low situation.
Turnover on the play. They get the ball into the hands of Deshaun Thomas, the 6'3" senior. And he goes all the way.
A little bit of a Euro.
It was somewhat, I didn't want to call it Coach Error. It looked like he kind of did his variation of it.
I thought he was going to get called for traveling. But
Jeremiah Bolton picks up his first foul. Thomas at the line shooting, makes the first. He's a 75% free throw shooter. Fan favorite Mikey Johnson checks in for the Hornets there.
Boy, is he quick. Is he quick.
Thomas sinks both of them. Also checking in for Baker, number 21, Braylon Taylor. So Thomas is going to get a little breather here as we're approaching 90 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Pressure coming on from Baker.
You better not mess around too much with Mikey, or he'll take the ball from you.
Zion Hunter at the top, trying to set something up. That collapse of defense all around. That wasn't Washington, that was Jalen Gray down low, and that three drops in. Desmond Williams hits the three, shoots 32% from three, and knocks that one in.
Madian came last year to our league camp, and for the ones that haven't been to our league camp, if you play on your varsity team, we have our league camp for a solid month right before AAU. We have at least generally 7 to 10 of the different high schools represented, so you get to go against other good players from other schools that you're doing right now. So it's really good, but it's only good for about a month. Then they go into AAU. Then we just have our regular classroom.
Under 1 minute here. Mikey Johnson flips it over to Madian. Back outside to Johnson. They're going to call a foul away from the ball. I think they're going to call that one on Desmond Williams. No, on Paris Baker, his first. Third team foul against the Hornets. Caught Baker on. No correction, that foul against Shondell Harris of MGM.
Yeah, that's what I thought
that's
it was.
That's his second.
Yeah.
And first free throw attempt, no good for Williams.
Stay on
Rims
that
out.
line. You young guys, don't be moving around on that line. When you shoot the ball, you stay there and look it right into the hole.
Williams shoots 70% from the line. Misses both of them. MGM has not had a free throw attempt here in the first quarter.
Both teams do a really good job of penetrating and pitching outside. They go inside.
Johnson got his hands on that one, Coach Arrow, traveling on the play. It's going to go to MGM. Baker was just getting started there. Coach Armstrong dancing on the sideline. Cannot believe it. They were looking for a fast break opportunity. But MGM continuing trying to work that ball into Eric Washington down low.
When the ball's going inside, they're coming from the backside to trap him. They've got to be alert to that. See right here where they're helping with Desmond. That's a good throw. That's a good read by the guy with the ball.
Bolton drives in, shot no good. Moy picks up the rebound, 2 seconds. Can Washington get it off? He does. No good. And no foul. So 11-4 is our score after 1 quarter. We'll take a break and come back with second quarter action. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on the MCPSS TV network.
Hey Alexa, tell me about Mobile County Public Schools.
With 53,000 students in 90 schools, Mobile County Public Schools equips and empowers college and career-ready graduates. Several MCPSS schools are ranked among Alabama's top 10. Yearly, graduating students earned about $110 million in college scholarships and 10,000 career credentials. MCPSS is learning today, leading tomorrow. Does that answer your question?
Want to learn Spanish? No problem. Join Carlos Holly weekdays as he makes learning to speak Spanish fun and incredibly easy. It's Spanish for all levels and all ages. Tune into Ay Caray. Let's learn Spanish right here on the MCPSS TV network. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops. Al Wheaton, Coach Ronnie Arrow shot right there. Ro Kimball, head coach of MGM. They're down 7 points right now, Coach Arrow, going into the second quarter.
Right. And I'd like to say this before they get started here. Coach Armstrong's wife, Maisha, I hope I pronounced that right, Maisha Armstrong, was Baker High School Teacher of the Year and Mobile County High School Teacher of the Year.
Hey, that's hats off to the Armstrong
and
family.
She teaches those hardcore calculus, all those hard courses.
Wow.
I told David, she's too smart for him. What a great honor, 2 honors.
That's awesome. That's awesome right there. Good nugget, Coach Arrow. Mikey Johnson with the dish, trying to get it down to Paris Baker. Picked off by MGM. Washington moving from block to block, trying to get open, and Paris Baker all over him.
Good
cross
read.
Court to Moy.
They got to hit that shot.
Shot no good. Look at Bolton go up and climb the ladder.
When they're posting there and they're helping from the backside, that pitch over man, he's got to pass to him. He's got to hit that shot, or they're going to continue to sandwich Eric in there. That was a great read. Just got to make the shot.
First free throw attempt for Bolton, no good. Cannot drop it in. And first free throw attempt of the night for MGM so far.
You know, MGM, I think they're down 11-4, but they're active. They're doing the things that they need to do. They just got to, some of the shots would have gone in, didn't go in. They just got to hang in there and play some tough defense.
It's the second one.
I would think that they were going to come after him. It's just man-to-man pressure full court.
Florence sends it cross court, back to Johnson, back over to Taylor, launches the three, drains it, hits the three. Braylon Taylor for Baker.
That was well executed. They made the pass 3 times, had a wide open shot.
Gray gets it over to Bolton. Back to Gray. Look at the hands of Desmond Williams trying to get in there. Knock it out. Zion Hunter down low right now. They get it to him. And when they come to him, they collapse and they double to deny. Taylor with the ball going to the hole. Dishes out to Derek Florence. And he goes in like the Iceman and drains it. Timeout called by Roe Kimball. He wants a 30-second timeout to talk to his Vikings. Baker up 16-5, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, that's surprising, especially because I know Coach Kimball wanted to go inside out. They're going inside, but he's holding the ball too long. When he gets it and he feels that pressure from the backside, he's got to immediately go backside pass, and then they got to nail that pass, or he's going to be nailed all night by Sandwich.
Now, something I talked about earlier, I said maybe the officials were trying to send a message to take control. You said you had a story about some home cooking you wanted to share?
Yeah, the last game that they played was at MGM.
Right.
Okay, and MGM was up 15 points, I think, going into the third quarter. They came back, Baker came back and beat them.
They did.
Being on the home court 15 up. So they beat the home team that were 15 up on their home court. That's hard to do.
That's hard to do, Coach Arrow. I know they were down 7 at the half and end up winning by 6. So that was quite an effort for the Hornets to do over there in Viking land.
And relatively, they did it without Eric. Eric's out there tonight. I know that they're counting on winning this game.
Right now, MGM down 11. Jalen Gray with the ball at the top of the key. Zion Hunter down low asking for it.
No.
Dishes it down. There's going to be a foul called. Desmond Williams picks up his first foul.
Well, they've got to just keep getting the ball. That time the guy in the corner, he pitched to the wrong guy. He got in there, he made 2 take. The guy in the corner was wide open. He pitched to the guy underneath. It was too congested in there.
Williams checks out and Thomas checks in. How about that trade-off, Coach Arrow?
Here, see he come.
There's Washington with the jumper, no good. Good rebound down low. Can't go for Jalen Gray, can't convert it. But Gray is fouled on the play.
Execution was good. You know, you can't, that's 2 layups. That's 2 layups. They got to finish those. They're not finishing inside.
Paris Baker picks up his first foul for Baker. Jalen Gray at the line, misses the first. Anderson Madian checking in for the Hornets.
MGM's just having a bad shooting night. They've got to simmer down and start making some shots. But in fairness to Baker, they're causing some of that bad shot.
Gray misses both free throws. Derek Florence. Stephen Newhouse runs in and said, no, not count the basket. Goal interference by Florence. Look at that replay, the highlight right there. Just grabbed the rim a bit too early and hung on. The big fella leads Class 7A in double-doubles. He has 19 on the season, Coach Arrow. I saw him the other Monday at Bishop State like, this kid is off the chain. Jeremiah Bolton, I like how he levitated and held right there.
Yeah,
trying to get the foul, but didn't pick it up.
Of finishing.
16-7 is our score. Al Wheaton, Coach Ronnie Arrow on the campus of Baker High School, giving you Tuesday night hoops on the MCPSS TV network. That hoop by Taylor, no good. Look at Zion Hunter running the point right here, trying to take over. John Allums with the ball, our first time calling his name. Look at Bolton. with the 10-footer, no good. The putback
That's what
by
they've got to do.
Zion Hunter.
Zion is a beast. He's got to play like a beast.
They need that, Coach Arrow. The 6'6" senior's got to make himself known on the floor tonight.
Alum, I know you just mentioned John Alum. He's probably consistently their best outside shooter. I don't know if he's got a shot tonight. They've got to get him some way involved and get him some open shots.
Braylon Taylor's going to check out. Desmond Williams back in for the Hornets. Mikey Johnson with the ball. They go to Madian. Wide open down low is Deshaun Thomas. That shot
Good
blocked
block
by Washington. And they take it. They rip it from Zion Hunter. Mikey Johnson flashes it over. Derek.
And one.
Counted for Derek Florence. And one opportunity as he's going to go to the line. And a foul on the play. They called that one on Zion Hunter.
Al, the difference in this game is layups. They're not getting back and stopping Baker's layups. You take those away, it's a 9-11, 9-9 ball game. But they've doubled them on layups. You cannot win close games by giving up layups in transition.
First team foul against MGM this quarter. DJ Broughton's going to check back in with his 2 fouls and going to the line. Trying to complete the three-point play is Derek Florence. Florence shoots 59% from the charity stripe and drains it. Currently right now I have Baker 4 of 8 from the free throw line, shooting 50% tonight so far.
Tell you what, Florence is doing a good job on Gray. Gray hadn't, I don't think, got a shot tonight either.
Look at DJ Broughton down low. That's an and one opportunity coming up for the Vikings.
Yeah. DJ Broughton is one of the top, and I mean in the top 2 sophomores in this area. Generally when Zion isn't getting it done or needs some help, or Eric isn't getting it done, my man goes in there and takes things under control. You can help and guard one, you can help and guard 2. If you got 3 guys that can score, that's tough.
4th team foul against Baker.
Desmond.
Kind of the opposite of the first quarter where MGM put Baker into the bonus under 5 minutes. Right now, 14 fouls to 1. A travel call on the play.
Desmond Williams has been sort of quiet, hasn't he?
He has, Coach Arrow. I agree. Also, I'd say
quiet.
someone else been quiet. He's been handling the ball all night. Not too much shooting. Deshaun Thomas.
Yep.
But Florence is definitely making himself known tonight. He's been skying all over the gym.
And they're still, 7 points up?
At one point, the lead was 11. Baker over MGM, now down to 7, as Coach Arrow just said.
Run a little flex cut there underneath. Got a foul.
We're going to call that one on Anderson Madian. He's looking confused, like, what did I do? What did I do? And that is the 5th team foul against Baker. So that's Madian's 2nd. He checks out.
He don't know what he did.
He's still confused, Coach. He's looking like, what did I do? What did I do?
Hey, sit down, forget about it. Get back in there and do your thing.
Keelan
He's
Moore
a good kid.
heads
He's been to the classroom last summer. He's a good kid. He's come a long way.
I agree, Coach.
Yeah,
He has.
he's come a long way.
We talked about his game against Fairhope. This season, he was going to try to be more aggressive and exert himself some more, make himself known.
If he winds up going to Huntington, that was a good get for Huntington.
Moy hits the first and drains both of them.
Yep. 5-point ball game.
Deshaun Thomas with the ball. There's Williams. Lavelle Nelson penetrating, kicks it out, but he on the baseline.
Yeah, when I say good, I don't mean it's a good turnover. I mean that the defense was in the right spot for him to have to go out of bounds.
And that was smart for the defender to use the baseline as another defender and forced Nelson out. So a good, smart play by the defense of MGM. They earned the turnover there. Cut the lead to 5 as we approach 3 minutes remaining here in the first half.
You know, it's amazing, Al. Last game, this game. You get a lead, and then all of a sudden you don't, or you turn the ball over, that lead goes away in a hurry.
Can. Another carrying call against MGM.
I've got 5 to 4 in turnovers. Baker's got the 5.
Packed house here for this 7A Area 1 matchup. Baker undefeated in area play. MGM's only lost to Baker on January 12th earlier this year. Oh, down low. That was a nice move by DJ Broughton.
And we got a ball game again.
Baker up by 3. And they're going to catch Jalen Gray with the hold. He is stunned.
Coach, that was a hold. He had his arm completely around his waist.
He's looking stunned, but Coach, with Sarah, he was holding it.
Coach took him out, went all the way down. He didn't want to hear anything. What did I do?
Gray picks up his second foul.
Oh, the fun times of coaching. Ooh.
Florence with the ball, swings across court to Lavelle Nelson, goes inside of the paint. And he's going to be tapped on the arm. Let's see who committed the foul. Jeremiah Bolton with his second. Third team foul against MGM. That was on the floor, so a non-shooting foul.
I'm surprised. Of course, they hadn't been scoring to get in their press, but I'm surprised that they hadn't tried to press a little bit more, MGM.
Williams with it. Back out to Paris Baker. His 3 is off. It's going to go over to MGM. Last season, MGM went 14-10. They lost to Dothan in the regionals, and right now, coming to this ball game, 20-3. A great year so far for Coach Roe Kimball and his Vikings, Coach Arrow.
Yeah. You know, if I was a college coach, good gracious.
Bolton put a little too much mustard on that one.
If I was a college coach and just been watching the game, with Desmond, you know, I'm surprised he's not even looking to take a shot. He's come off a couple picks, and he could have got to the hole and got some good shots. Look, he's looking to pass the ball. He needs to be aggressive.
You talked about him, and there he is right there. He picks up the foul off Shondell Harris. That's the 3rd on Shondell. 4th team foul against MGM, so Harris might head to the bench here. Let's see who's checking in. Fred Miller. But no, DJ Broughton's going to sit down. Fred Miller checks in, 6'4" junior center.
He's not averaging many points, but that's just to give my man a rest.
Deshaun Thomas nails the 3, drains it. 6-point lead back here for the Hornets as we are under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Bolton with the ball, looking to make something happen. Lavelle Nelson trying to put the pressure. There's Washington down low. Oh, shot no good. Derek Florence with the rebound. Lost it, couldn't get it to Thomas as he was trying to push it up the floor. Baker back on their heels. Offensive foul is going to be called against MGM on Fred Miller. Some type of way Miller must have set an illegal screen. Or with the arm, Coach Arrow, that's what it was?
I think he was pushing off.
5th team foul. So both teams are in the bonus for the rest of this quarter. 1:20 remaining here in the contest. Desmond Williams coming across the timeline here. David Armstrong barking out some commands, trying to set something up. Williams just going to take it himself. The little flutter shot, no good. Paris Baker drops it in for the Hornets. I'm just going to call it the luck of the draw, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, he was right place at right time.
Yeah, good call. Nelson puts the body on Bolton. They don't call anything, let him play. And look at Bolton. Takes it to the hole for the Vikings.
Right
wide open. Get ready. It's high flying. Dunking time from Derek Lawrence and the Baker Hornets.
Baker crowd going nuts on that one.
Bolton steps on the baseline. He is out. It's a turnover on the play, and the Baker bench is up and excited. Desmond Williams will inbound this for the Hornets here. All over Williams. Look at the defense from MGM. He puts up the shot, gets it over to Lavelle Nelson. That's a three. Bang! Nelson hits it for the Hornets. 29-18 is our score.
Good junior shooter, perfect form.
Hornets getting hot at the right time as we approach the end of the first half. There's a shot from Allen at the buzzer. Coach Arrow, you said he needed to shoot the ball, and that's a three. And that's something MGM definitely needed. 29-21 is our score going into the half. We'll take a break and come back and bring you more Tuesday Night Hoops on the MCPSS TV network.
This is a program for any middle school student who's actually behind. This opportunity offers kids a chance to do 2 grades in 1 year.
If it wasn't for Star Academy, I would still be in 8th grade and probably still struggling.
We are one-on-one. We have small classrooms, and we're able to give students that personal touch, that personal attention.
I know I'm coming to see good teachers, good attitude, and also they're here to teach us what we need to learn.
I have known since I was in 4th grade that I was going to be a teacher. I really just truly enjoy coming to work every day and working with different sets of kids and just watching them grow and learn.
I couldn't see myself doing anything other than teaching children, being a part of children's lives, being able to inspire them in a way that some people just aren't able to do. And to know that every day is a new day, a new opportunity to make a difference in the child's life means everything to me.
It's halftime. Let's take it down and check out the Baker dance team. Great job by the Baker dance team with their halftime performance. It is halftime. Baker on top 29-21. We'll take a break and be back. More action headed your way. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on the MCPSS TV network.
It's your time, it's your season, and you are made for more. More confidence, more style, and more bling. The Genuine Bling is here to deliver you more bling and more fashion. With new styles added daily, you can shop anytime and look fabulous. Join me, Charmaine Watson, on the $5 Frenzy every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. It's cute, it's fabulous, it's fashionable, it's $5, it's paparazzi.
Mobile County Public Schools, the place that has it all. We have 90 schools that include rural, urban, and suburban schools of various sizes. We are also home to Alabama's first public school. We welcome you to come join our winning team. Our district is led by the 2020 Superintendent of the Year, Mr. Kressel D. Threadgill. Our teachers are leaders in their profession who are afforded numerous professional development opportunities. Our principals are collaborators and encouragers. Our schools are leading in innovation and instruction. And most importantly, our students who are learning today, leading tomorrow, are simply the best. If you want to live in a historically rich city near beautiful beaches with superb Southern hospitality, we invite you to come teach with the best, Team MCPSS.
There's a lot to like about Mobile County Public Schools.
What I enjoy about Mobile County School is the extra attention my teachers give us to help us learn.
Teachers are liking their access to technology, and students are liking the quality of their education.
I like the technology that's been incorporated into my education.
And since 1826, you have trusted us to prepare your child for their future, and we like that. Mobile County Public Schools. We are learning today, leading tomorrow.
Did you know that missing 2 days of school per month
has a negative effect on student achievement?
And that chronic absenteeism is negatively impacting
1 out of every 10 Alabama students.
Studies show students who are likely to drop out of school. For every 1 day your child is absent from school, it takes 3 days for them to catch up.
So if I am not sick, make sure I'm at school, because missing school means missing out.
We welcome you back to the Hornets' Nest. Tuesday Night Hoops is going on. Baker on top, 29-21. Al Whedon with Coach Ronnie Arrow. Coach, an interesting first half. Started off with kind of a frenzied pace, not very many points, but a lot of fouls that took place.
A lot of fouls going on. I think both teams are doing pretty much what they expected to do. I know that MGM's disappointed because they are going inside and going out.
Yeah.
But they're sinking. Baker's doing a good job of sinking from the backside. They've got to throw over to the other side, and they got to nail that thing. Then they won't have backside help to come help on Eric. As far as Baker's doing, they're getting a lot of points in transition. They're pushing that ball. That makes life a lot easier doing that.
Let's take a look at our first half stats right now, get those up for you, and kind of show you what we're talking about. For the line, free throws, 4 for 8 for Baker, 4 for 7 for MGM. And look at the field goals, almost even right there, but the rebounds, Coach Arrow, down low in the paint. MGM winning that battle 17-10.
Yeah, and you know, just looking at the game, both teams have really good athletes, but I expected it to be a little bit closer, but looking at it, I can see that.
And the three-pointers, Baker 4 for 10 with three-pointers. Now, if we had a stat for dunks, I would say they'd probably be even at 2-2 or 3-3.
Yeah,
3-3. Florence has been flying above the rim, and Hunter has been as well.
Yeah, well, you know, they're doing a good job, too, because I have right now Baker for 8 turnovers, and I have MGM for 7.
Almost about even, give or take.
So, you know, I expect before this is all said and done, this is going to be a close game. But I was wrong on the last game, so we'll see about this one. That's why I don't go to Vegas.
We're not going to go there, Coach. Well, I will say this. The Super Bowl is going to be in Vegas this year, so everybody's going to be a winner.
Good luck to them.
Good luck to them. There you go. Second half about to start right here. On the floor for Baker, you have Deshaun Thomas, Lavelle Nelson, Anderson Madian, Desmond Williams, and Derek Florence, they're going with their starters, just as MGM going with Jalen Gray, Zion Hunter, Eric Washington, Broughton, and Alum. So both starting fives here for both teams as we start the third quarter. We're ready for play. Crowd starting to filter back in from heading out to the concession stands and the restrooms. Great crowd packed out here tonight.
Man, I love
Daniel
this
Bumpers
atmosphere.
Gymnasium.
I love this atmosphere. Nice play to clear the side. See, that time Zion got in there. He should have gone in there and attacking that hole like it was going to be a dunk. He did a little floater upside down. He's got to finish that. Such a great athlete.
Shot off the rim there. Karam's out for Baker.
Good ball fake. Everything with that was real good, just got to finish it. Nice ball for you young ones. You saw Zion ball fake and then get to the hole. I wish he would take it to the hole more and just slam on people.
Look at Washington with the spin move.
Oh,
the iron unkind, but a nice putback right there.
Zion had a nice, and you know, that's just effort. He went to the offensive boards. He didn't take for granted Eric was going to make the shot.
Desmond Williams tries to penetrate. I think the floor got him. It is a bit humid and hot here inside the gym tonight, Coach Arrow.
I'm going to say, yeah, it is. You wouldn't think that it was cool outside, but with as far as Desmond, good players come to play, and before this game's over with, I think he's going to show what he can do. So he could have been 5 foot in, had a nice little jumper.
Look at Washington down low.
That thing just will not go in.
Will not drop for Washington.
There's a top on the lid.
Knocked out by MGM. It's going to remain Baker basketball.
When Eric's shooting the ball, he's not following through. He's like just shooting it with no broken wrist. He's aiming the ball and not shooting. Shoot that rascal up. I like him. He's a good, strong player.
Madian comes out to set the screen, clears it out for LaVelle Nelson. Shot no good. Hunter comes down with the rebound. Little delayed hesitation step. Offensive foul they're going to call.
That's how you stop fast breaks. You don't run along the side of a driver. You get back in front of him and don't let him get to the hole. Good job. I don't know why, even at the college level now, it just seems like everybody's just running with the ball. They're not getting back and guarding the hole.
Madison takes the charge for Baker. Third foul against Zion Hunter, so he's going to go take a break.
That will hurt MGM.
Yeah, you got to have him involved. Got to have him going off in the ball game. He's kind of like an energy starter.
Well, he's
for the Vikings.
Such a great athlete. He jumps, and you don't even know he's jumping. He's so smooth. Hey, what if I was a college coach? I'd be watching him.
No doubt about that, Coach.
And Eric.
There goes Florence to the hole. The reverse lay-in. Easy bucket for Derek Florence and the Hornets.
Extend the lead. You can't forget about Florence. I mean, he's smooth too. Good athlete.
And just a junior, 6'5" junior.
He needs to put on about 15 pounds for next year.
They're going to get Madian with the foul down low. That elbow in the back of Eric Washington, and Washington kind of playing it off like, oh, my back.
Madian didn't think he got the last foul. I don't think he's going to think he got that one.
Washington looking for the Bengay, putting on the Oscar performance there. Oh, easy lay-in for DJ Broughton.
All right, let's see what happens here. Let's see the defense. Need some good picks.
Allen sticks his hand in there and knocks it out.
Yeah.
Lead is 6 right now.
They've got to come up and pick for Deshaun quicker than that. Give him room to maneuver and get by people. He can't be waiting on a pick. They got to be there.
Paris Baker's going to check in for the Hornets. They're going to sit Anderson Madian. Thomas over to Florence. Out on the perimeter, there's Williams with it. Kicks it over to Baker. Good motion offense right here by Baker. Shot from Paris Baker comes up short, that three. He needed about 2 more feet on it, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, it was short from the start.
There's a three. Allen shot no good. Florence went up to try to get the rebound, but DJ Broughton was in the way, and you see why he uses all of 6'6" frame to get that bucket in. The sophomore from MGM. A little knuckleball three from Lavelle Nelson is no good, but a foul called against Paris Baker of the Hornets. His second team foul this quarter.
MGM stopped turning the ball over, and now they've catching up. You can't win games if you don't get a shot. You know, you cannot turn the ball over. That's the quickest way to get to the bench.
Vikings cut the lead to 4 here. There's a three being put up. Bam! John Allen drains it.
That's what they weren't getting at all. I don't know if he had a shot the first quarter.
I think he had one where he hit one at the buzzer at halftime, but I believe that was maybe one or two.
Shot.
Yeah, maybe his third shot of the ball game. There's Florence. That shot is off. Rims out. MGM has cut this lead to 1. Slowly but surely, they've fought themselves back into the game in the second half.
What I like about Gray is he's used to scoring, and he hasn't gotten any shots, but he could have had a charge on that.
Look at Derek.
He was there, but didn't take it.
Levitating, using the body to score on Jalen Gray. Blocks the shot of Bolton.
Good. You don't have what you want, set it up. You youngsters watching, you don't have to have with the pedal to the metal.
Oh,
you've got to just
good
get
dish right
going.
there from Jalen Gray, dishing dimes down low to Derek Broughton. That's back-to-back buckets for Broughton, Coach Arrow. Got a foul on Adams over here. I guess using a hand. That's going to be his first. Second team foul against MGM. Mikey Johnson checks in for the Hornets.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see if MGM can do what Baker did to them on their home court. They were about 12 up, right, here a while ago, and now they're 1 down. Nice crossover. See,
Deshaun Thomas goes to the hole, shot no good.
Could have had a charge there.
Bolton right from the free throw line, the 15-footer, no good. Jalen Gray with the rebound, no good, tipped out. Baker on the break is 3-on-2. What is Florence going to do? Kicks it out to Thomas, and all over him was Jalen Gray to stop that three-point opportunity. But Desmond Williams left wide open, hits the three for Baker. David Armstrong calls a quick timeout. This is a full timeout. We'll take a break right here. Be back in 30 seconds. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on the MCPSS TV network. We welcome you back to Tuesday Night Hoops. You're watching it on the MCPSS TV network. Al Whedon, Coach Ronnie Arrow. Shout out David Armstrong right there. In his 7th season at Baker, his overall record is 182-71. Has a .719 winning percentage. Last year, the Hornets went 25-7. They lost to Dothan in the Elite 8. And that's something that Coach Armstrong wants to get to and past because he wants to take this team back to the Final Four, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, and they've been to the Final Four a few times. He's been 1 time, and I think the school altogether has been 4 times. So he's been a part of the 4, and I think they went 3 other times to the Final Four. Done a great job. Both these coaches have done really outstanding jobs for their schools. And they're good people.
Absolutely.
They're good in the community. people appreciate him.
Shondell Harris works it over to Moy.
Good ball movement. They've
and
fallen
MGM
back.
being patient, too.
Yeah, they've fallen back into a 2-3 zone.
That's a travel right there on Keelan Moy.
See, well, that's why I don't understand why more coaches does not change defenses. Just to give a different face. That doesn't mean when you change, you got to stay in it. If they come, but it's just a different face to make them think more. And when they go practice, they have more things to go over for you.
Williams brings it across the timeline. Works inside. Shot by Paris Baker. I believe that was blocked slightly by DJ Broughton.
Yeah, I thought Desmond had the shot when he got in there. I thought he was going to take it.
They're going to call a foul on Mikey Johnson of Baker, his first. Third team foul against the Hornets. We're under 2 minutes here remaining in the third quarter.
That 2-3 zone has stopped ball movement. It's doing. That ball's got to get to the middle and get to the backside. Nice pass.
And down low trying to break that zone. Allen's with the shot, no good. Broughton with the shot, no good. Rebound by Paris Baker, and he's fouled on the play.
See, they're hustling so much to get those offenses, but when they're going up, they're shot putting it. They're not following through. What a great effort for the offensive rebounds. They got to finish those things in there.
Got to 3 fouls for Jeremiah Bolton, the 6'2 junior guard. Johnson accepts the inbound play, approaching 90 seconds here. Good penetration by Johnson, kicked out by Keelan Moy. It's a 2-on-1 opportunity here. You know Florence is ready to block it. He put the pressure on it. Oh, shot no good by Harris. That intimidating size of Derek Florence with his 6'5 frame. But the floater from DJ Broughton goes in.
He comes in and finishes it.
Now there's the follow-through you're
They
talking
had a
about.
2-on-1, and when they got down there, they closed the spacing, so it wound up being no space.
Williams kicks it out. Derek Florence hits the three
Nice shot,
for
pretty
Baker.
shot. And again, assist from who? Deshaun.
Deshaun dishing dimes tonight.
I think Deshaun has been told they're going to come on you like crazy. Just be alert that you can get a lot of assists.
That shot no good. Well, correction, Coach Arrow, Deshaun's not on the floor. That may have been from Williams.
Take care of the ball. Oh.
That's a foul right there on Keelan Moy. Came across the chest area of Desmond Williams, his first. 4th team foul against MGM. Zion Hunter's going to check back in. They need a boost right here.
Johnson is getting a little bit too quick. He's so quick, he needs to tune it down because he's putting himself in turnover situations. Love his effort, though. Love his effort.
A.J. Johnson checks in for MGM. Florence is going to inbound, gets it to Taylor, back to Florence. You know he's trying to make something happen. He's stuck in the paint. He better do something with it quick. Oh! Paris Baker just assaulted right there by A.J. Johnson.
Does that classify as a bone show?
I think it does, Coach Arrow. Johnson's first foul. 5th team foul. And these are the first free throw attempts of either team this quarter. Paris Baker drops it in. This is the exact opposite of the girls' game, Coach Arrow.
Yeah. Well, it's not over with. The girls' game was close for a while, too. But it's not over
I
with.
mean, by free throws.
Free throws. Yeah, you're exactly right.
I could probably count both free throw attempts with one hand for both of these teams so far.
And it's not because there ain't many fouls.
You're right about that. 41-34 is our score. Baker on top by 7. MGM trying to get the last points of the quarter here. Zion Hunter thought about the 3. Florence is on him. He's got to do something. 3 seconds. Drops in the 20-footer right at the buzzer. The senior's like, no sweat to me.
Was that considered do something?
That's how you consider do something. MGM down 4. 1 quarter remains here. Tuesday night hoops. It's headed your way. Don't move. The fourth quarter's coming up.
Great strides. With more than 53,000 students, 7,000 employees, and 90 schools, we are consistently increasing our 4-year graduation rate and our first-class pre-K program. We continue to strive for national recognition and continue to prepare our students for the global workforce. And we do all of this with one goal in mind, to equip and empower college and career-ready graduates. Mobile County Public Schools. We're learning today, leading tomorrow.
I'm Keith Blackwood, your Mobile County District Attorney. I want to remind you about the truancy laws. 5 unexcused absences requires you to attend the early warning truancy program. Failure to attend the early warning truancy program can cause you to appear before a judge in circuit court. We need you to stay in school. This is a serious law, and it needs to be taken very seriously. I wish you and your family a safe, happy, and successful school year.
A shot of the varsity cheerleaders from Baker High School. Coach, I think we just had what's called an old school challenge with the tumbles on the floor between the 2 cheerleading squads, and they got about as rowdy during the basketball game.
I tell you what, whatever they were doing, they got this crowd going.
They really did. That was a great performance between the break here. Baker on top, 41-36. This matchup is turning out to be exactly what we thought it would be. It's going to come down to this last quarter. Coach, I have right here in front of me the third quarter, only 2 free throws attempted by either team. Baker went 2 for 2 from the charity stripe.
Yeah, it's a very physical game. They're not calling as many fouls as they could, but in a game like this, you've got some grown men playing out there. You need to let them play some.
Yeah, they started off early, kind of taking control, I believe, the officials of Jamar Matthews, Caleb Donahoe, and Stephen Newhouse, but as the game has gone on, they are letting them play a bit here. On the floor for Baker, Mikey Johnson, Anderson Madian, Braylon Traylor, Paris Baker, and Desmond Williams as Baker starts off here in the fourth quarter. Hands were all over Johnson. They didn't call it. Madian wide open, continue to rotate this offense. Desmond Williams pops in right at the elbow, back out to Madian. Can he hit the 3? No.
Desmond did everything he could to get somebody a good shot. Just got to finish it. That's a foul.
He did not call it, Coach Aaron. I'm with you. I thought that was a
I'll
foul
say,
too.
like I always say, they're consistent. They're letting you play on both ends.
Madian wide open out on the perimeter once again. There's a deep 3 by Desmond Williams. He said, I'll drain it for you, buddy.
It's showtime. It's time for me to step up. Good players step up, especially at the end of the games.
First points of the fourth quarter by Baker right there. DJ Broughton gives it back to Bolton. Barton from the top of the key. Is it a flop? No, it's a charge. It is a charge. Barton can't believe it.
For all you people watching this game, that play the game, you don't have to be a point guard to be the only one to take charges. You're allowed to take charges if you're on the court. If you're a postman, if you're a center, if you're a guard, if they're driving in there rather than whack them with a foul, step up in there and be a man or be a girl and take the charge.
And that's 2 charges tonight that Madian has taken. I believe he ranks in the top 5 in the state for charges. 3rd foul on DJ Broughton. Ro Kimball is going to leave him in the ball game.
Yeah. MGM can't afford to let this game get away right now. They've played hard. They got to stay solid.
Hunter's on the floor with 3 as well. Trailer tries to get it back over. They're going to call an offensive
2 charges
foul on him. That's
in
right.
a row.
Back-to-back charges. That foul on Braylon Taylor, it'll be his 2nd first team foul against MGM.
All you young kids, it's not taught by everybody, but you're seeing what charges can do. It takes the ball out of the offensive hands. It's a turnover. It's a turnover. Oh, I like to see that. Solid defense.
Harris back over to Bolton. They feed it down low to Zion Hunter. You could see that coming a mile away. He is fouled on the play. I believe they're going to call it on Thomas.
Zion is a tremendous athlete. He needs to put on about 10, 15 pounds for wherever he's going to go next year.
Beef up a little bit.
Yeah, he needs to be able to finish that play.
Second foul on Deshaun Thomas of Baker. And second team foul. So Hunter's going to go to the line to shoot 2 here. And you see the continuous wiping of the floor. So Coach Arrow, it's been, we'll say, not over 40, 45 the past couple of days. And today we got into the 60s with that rain. The humidity starting to creep in. And I think it's affecting the play here tonight.
I think it's in the 80s in this gym.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely in the 80s in the gym here tonight.
Somebody's going to get a heck of a player in Zion. And you know what? I've talked to some of the kids that come to me, parents, and they say, well, we're not getting calls from Division I's and stuff. Look, the days are over where they're taking a lot of kids, freshmen, into Division I. If you have a junior college, if you have an NAIA, a good one, so you can go and redo yourself, redefine yourself, and then you can get a Division I offer or a higher offer, and then you can be able to not have to sit. That's what it's come to now. Don't be greedy thinking, I got to go Division I. Just go to a good school with a good program where they win and reinvent yourself.
Anderson Madian picks up his 4th personal foul, so he's going to check out. Derek Florence checks in, so he'll be playing down low. Hunter asking for the ball, saying, give it back to me. Relinquishes it back to Shondell Harris. He's kind of stuck in no man's land, puts it up, and it drops in. It falls in for the Vikings.
Here they come with the trap.
There's the trap. Mikey Johnson releases it to Florence. They get it across the timeline. No look past the Braylon, but he did the cha-cha slide, Coach Arrow. That's a travel.
Yeah, whenever you shuffle those feet, the officials are going to see that. It's almost like you can't even jab anymore, even if you keep your pivot foot. Don't put too much hoochie-coochie on your moves. Just get it done.
Taylor checks out. Lavelle Nelson back on the floor here for Baker. The lead is 4 for the Hornets in this 7A Area 1 matchup. Nice move by Zion Hunter.
That's a finish. He went with power on that one.
Right now, Baker a bit undersized against the taller MGM players on the floor.
Good baseline stop.
Thomas is going to go in and try to use the mismatch and earns the foul. He draws it. Either going to give it to Broughton or Hunter. Let's see. It'll be the 4th on either of them, and it is Broughton's 4th foul.
That all started when Zion reached for the ball out front, and he beat him and got to the hole. Just play solid defense. Solid, not reaching. Just stay between your man or your girl and the hole.
Smart play right there by the senior. Deshaun Thomas, as I said, leads Class 7A in 3-pointers made. Hits that first free throw. Eric Washington checks in here.
Tell you what, these coaches are going to lose 10 pounds tonight with all this heat. Everyone's sweating in here tonight. I can't believe it. It feels like it's summer.
It really does, Coach. Thomas misses the second. Had a bit too much mustard on that second free throw. Baker on top by 3 as we're under 5 minutes here.
Nice.
Adams works it into Washington. Look at the finish, and he does. He heard you talking to him.
There was no backside help then. There was no backside. He was able to take the move and go up strong.
The MGM is cut it to 1.
And again, I don't care who wins. I just like to see good basketball.
Desmond Williams trying to penetrate. Wide open is Derek Florence. Look at him. Up and under, no good. Washington made his presence known. He had to alter his shot. Shondell Harris penetrates and scores. And
that press
MGM
is affecting
in
him.
the lead.
Now we're going to see if they can lock up.
Mikey Johnson's wide open. The three, no good. Follows his own shot, and we have a foul on the play. They're going to call it on Mikey Johnson. That's going to be his second.
What you don't want to do if you're guarding Deshaun is at midcourt or thereabouts, reach for the ball and let a player like Deshaun beat you, because he's going to do some type of damage. He's either going to score or he's going to get somebody else open, or both.
So David Armstrong is going to roll the dice here, Coach Arrow. He checks Anderson Madian back into the ball game with 4 fouls right at 4 minutes remaining.
It's showtime. You got to have your studs out there.
So the rubber's meeting the road right here. He's got it. He knew he had to go back big. He was outmanned. They were too small. That's a three from Bolton, no good. Nice rebound by Shondell Harris. Look at Bolton slide in and puts it back in for MGM, and the Viking crowd goes wild.
2 offensive rebounds, got that.
David Armstrong calling out the play to Desmond Williams. Florence is wide open. Deshaun Thomas wide open. The turnaround jumper, swish.
Showtime.
Nothing but nylon. And a timeout on the floor. 30-second call by David Armstrong. He got what he wanted on that play, Coach Arrow.
Good players show up at the end of games.
1 point lead for MGM, 48-47. Great ball game. We told you this is what we're expecting. As we talked about at the opening of the broadcast, these two teams pretty much ranked number 1 and number 3 here on the Gulf Coast amongst our area teams. And we have some good teams here on the Gulf Coast. Viger, Williamson, Fairhope, Baker, MGM. We got some good teams, Coach Arrow.
Yeah, we really do. Good athletes, got good college players that college coaches ought to be down here watching some of these players. I respect him and not let him beat you into the lane, which is what just happened.
MGM with the basketball, up by 1, 3:17 remaining here in the ball game. The Hooligans have been quiet this quarter. They might want to get riled up and get their Baker faithful going, because on our side, the Vikings are excited over here.
The Hooligans. I like that.
And the MGM players are still wiping the floor right in front of their bench. And we know that Baker kind of had a little renovation here in the gym, got a new floor, and I mean, new setup, and painted the walls. And I know Coach Armstrong's ready to hang some new banners up in here. They took all the old banners down.
On the timeouts, the guys go over there and sweat. So there's a lot of that too.
Stand in one spot and let the sweat drip down. All right, I think we're ready for play now.
All right, 3 minutes, 17 seconds to go. 1 point game. MGM up by 1.
Turnover on the play.
That's a shame. I hate to see that on any team.
Coach Kimball couldn't get the offense set up for the Vikings there.
You better relax on him. You better relax on him a little bit.
Shondell Harris on Williams. He tapped it out. And they're going to call him on the foul. Stephen Newhouse telling Coach Kimball, calm down. That's a foul on Shondell Harris. That is his 4th. Ro Kimball pleading his case, saying, I don't understand why. And Stephen Newhouse walks away.
Seems like they get on official Newhouse more than the other ones for some reason. And he takes it well.
Oh, yeah. Desmond Williams drives, penetrates, stop, pops. No good for Baker. Oh, they feed it in, Coach. They feed it into Washington. His shot's no good. Look at Florence trying to elevate. He does. Goes up. No good. Lavelle Nelson tries to pop it out. It's a 3-on-1. Washington wide open. And Desmond Williams is going to pick up the foul.
You don't want a foul. That's a good foul. That's a good foul.
Puts him on the line. The only downside to that foul is the 5th against Baker. So MGM is now in the bonus for the remainder of the ball game.
That new rule could help the outcome of this game.
Washington hits the first so far in the 4th quarter. MGM 3 for 3 from the charity stripe. DJ Broughton checks in for the Vikings. It rims out. The lead is 2 as we approach 2 minutes remaining in the ballgame. Deshaun Thomas just blows by Eric Washington, kicks it back out to Lavelle Nelson. Derek Florence pleading for the ball, wide open at the top of the perimeter. They don't get it to him. Shot no good.
Right now, they ought to be spreading it.
Coach Kimball calls for a timeout. This is the full timeout. We'll take a break as well, and we'll set it up on the other side. 1:45 remains in the contest. You're watching Tuesday Night Hoops on the MCPSS TV network.
School students, are you looking for a way to become a better leader? Then the Junior Officers Training Corps may be what you're seeking. If you would like to develop self-reliance, learn ways to be more responsible, and improve your communication skills, you can do that and more when you register for the Junior Officers Training Corps. The JROTC program is available to all high school students in Mobile County. JROTC, we build a better you.
There's a shot of the Hornet Hooligans as the cheerleaders go head-to-head with the backflips, Coach Arrow.
Now, the Hooligans got to understand, they got to be loud whether they're doing good or not doing good. Sometimes when you're not doing good, you need them going crazy more.
Shot right there, Ro Kimball. And the Vikings in the huddle. He wanted a full timeout to discuss things.
Great atmosphere, good players. For the ones that are here and the ones that are listening, good for y'all. This represents our area.
Can't beat it.
No, this is great.
Can't beat it, Coach Arrow. And I have to say, when we were here last time with Baker and Fairhope, we had a pretty good game that night as well.
Yeah, we did.
Fairhope came in and stole that win. Foul on the play. Desmond Williams picks up his third. That's going to send Jalen Gray to the line shooting. 42% free throw shooter and misses the first. Hits the second. That was big.
Now at this, they need to be careful and not foul. They need to play just solid defense. Nobody gets to the middle. Nobody gets to the middle.
Deshaun Thomas with the ball. I don't think he's going to give this up unless he's going to shoot or to get it to someone to shoot. As he gives it to Williams, and there he's shooting. That's off. Lavelle Nelson made an attempt at it, couldn't get it. Here's pressure from Baker.
That timeout that Coach Kimball called, I guarantee he said, slow it down.
Down low. That could have been the fifth foul on Anderson Matty and Lavelle Nelson. And it's ripped. Jeremiah Bolton got his big paw in there and knocked it out. Zion Hunter over to
Baker
Gray.
needs just to play solid.
Under 1 minute, Lavelle Nelson commits the foul. And that is the first foul on Nelson. And I think Caleb Donahue is going to discuss if that's intentional. He's talking with the other officials. So it's a common foul. Heading to the line to shoot, Jalen Gray once again.
Gray's shooting 42% from the free throw line. He was 1 for 2 for 50% last time. This is the first one again. So he makes this one.
This would make it a 2-possession ball game if he can drop this one in right here. And I'm pretty sure Coach David Armstrong is getting his timeouts ready to set up his play call.
And I guarantee you there's going to be more fouling on certain players.
Makes the second. It's a two-possession ball game for Baker. They're down 4.
Now, if you're on defense, just play solid. Nobody gets to the middle.
Deshaun Thomas tries to feed it in to Maddie, and it's tipped out. They're going to catch Jalen Gray with the hold.
You know, it's sad because Zion did a good job of knocking the ball away, but Gray was out there. He never saw the ball. He was face guarding Deshaun, so he wouldn't get the ball. Desmond.
And there's the timeout by David Armstrong. He wants a full timeout. We'll take a quick break. 42.7 seconds remain, and MGM on top by 4. We'll take a break and come back. Bring you more action with Tuesday Night Hoops.
Do you feel alone, overwhelmed, or helpless?
There's hope. There's hope. Call or text.
He's telling them which guys to foul.
You don't have to face your crisis alone. If you need a safe space to talk with a trusted adult for support, reach out to your school counselor.
Do you need help to make it through everyday struggles?
Do you need someone to talk to?
Call or text 988. Your social emotional wellness is worth it.
Remember, there's hope, there's help.
We are back inside of the Hornets' nest. Coach Arrow, you were telling me during this timeout, the coaches were telling which guy you need to foul in this situation.
I don't think MGM will get another shot. They'll be fouled before they can get a shot.
We're going to see how that plays out right here.
These are two good coaches. To see their philosophy, what they're going to be doing right now.
Let's see what Coach David Armstrong is drawn up for the Hornets. They need 2 scores. They need a score and a steal and a score. They set all the screens up there. It's Florence with it. Someone's in the wrong spot. They had 2 Hornets in the same spot. Desmond Williams, pressure on him. Florence, can he hit the 3? And nails it. And he calls a quick timeout.
Again, everybody sunk in on Desmond thinking he was going to take the shot. Desmond did a great job of finding the open person.
Coach Armstrong drew up the play. They get the 3 and they get the timeout here as the officials are trying to decide how much time to put on the clock. MGM up 51-50. Baker has 1 area game remaining at Bryant, and they got a makeup game against Murphy, and then they'll have senior night February 1st when they'll host Cottage Hill Christian Academy. That should be a pretty good ball game.
Yeah,
Cottage Hill coming in.
Cottage Hill's got a nice club.
Right.
Nice club.
They got upset by Mobile Christian the other day. So right now the officials are trying to get the clock together, Coach Arrow. Now we're down to 3.1 seconds. I know that's incorrect because we were close to 30 seconds when that timeout was called by Derek Florence. So right now, Jamar Matthews is at the table with the shot clock operator trying to figure it out. I think what happened when he called the timeout, they let a couple seconds run off and they want to get it back to where so there we are, 31 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Whoever does a clock at a game has got to get somebody that doesn't get into the game.
That's a very good point, Coach Arrow. That's a very good point.
I can't do the clock because I get into the game.
Well,
they'd be fussing at me all night.
I'm the PA announcer at Bishop State, and I work the table, and that's one thing we have to take pride into. Yes, I work for Bishop State, but I have to be fair in the calls.
Exactly.
And the people working at the table have to be focused on the calls and not get emotionally wrapped up. So
Absolutely.
I see it happening a lot in high school basketball.
You've got enough hours doing what you do to qualify for be a coach.
and get that coach pass.
Yeah.
Pressure on MGM. Oh. Hunter gets it across the timeline. There's Barton with it. 22 seconds remain just over the outstretched hands of Deshaun Thomas.
Cut through.
We're under 20 seconds, and there's the foul by Desmond Williams.
See, the only thing, I thought them spreading, but when they pass, they should have been cutting through and then somebody filling. But in fairness to Coach Kimball, he knows who he wants to have the ball.
At the line is Zion
And he's
Hunter.
got one of his best players right there.
Hunter shoots 67% from the free throw line. I mean, this ball game is a tale of free throws. In the first quarter, MGM had no free throws. In the second quarter, Baker had 1 free throw attempt. In the third quarter, Baker had 1 free throw attempt. And in this quarter, Baker has 2 at MGM. has 9.
Whatever you do, you don't want to foul. You don't want to foul.
Big
in this
one right here
situation.
for Zion Hunter. Needs to make this one.
If he makes it, guard the 3. You cannot give up a 3. If he misses it, you win with a 2.
All the Vikings fans are on their feet.
Don't give up a 3. Get back. Get
14
back.
seconds
Get back.
remaining. Desmond Williams with it. They're looking to try to get it to Antoine. No! Williams goes in, takes it to the hole. Clock stops at 5.7 seconds. We are tied at 52 to 52. Timeout on the floor. Officials want to discuss it, make sure the time is right. It's showing 5.7 seconds remaining. Here's the shot of Desmond Williams with that little jump step move. He kept it.
Put the ball in the hands of your studs.
So the officials on the floor discussing where the ball is going to be taken in at, I believe.
Well, by the rule, it should be right over there where he's at. By the new rule.
So I believe they're granting the timeout to MGM. So it will be. I think that was the discussion if Baker had called it or MGM, but it looks like they were deciding where. So it is going to probably come the length of the floor here, Coach Arrow.
Yeah. With the new rule where the ball goes out of bounds, if it's down there, it's to the side. If it was been out here, it would have been over here on the side.
Big bucket right there by Desmond Williams. You can see him trying to set up something for Thomas, but Williams said, no, I'm going to put it on my back. The 6'2 junior takes it to the hole and ties up the ball game at 52.
Yeah, Coach knows his players better than anything. But when they went 2 up, I wouldn't have been pressuring down here. There's the goal they got to go to. You got to get back and play solid defense and keep them out of the paint.
All right, Coach Arrow, you got to draw up your play. You got 5 seconds. You're Roe Campbell. What do you need to do here?
Get the ball into the hands of Zion or DJ Broughton. You get the ball in the hands of your studs.
There's a shot right there, Zion.
We would have everybody go. We had a play where we would fake up, and we'd have guys come around and pick and go to the hole. We'd have one guy, everybody going there, and one guy going for the home run.
On the floor for MGM, DJ Broughton, Zion Hunter, Jeremiah Bolton, John Allums, and Jalen Gray. Eric Washington not in the ball game. They'll have to go the length of the floor for this one. For Baker, Derek Florence, Mikey Johnson, Deshaun Thomas, Desmond Williams, and Anderson Matty.
I got a feeling there will have to be a bone showing for there's a foul call.
Let's see where the baseball pass is going to go. Jeremiah Bolton is going to inbound it. 5.7 seconds remaining. Allums with it back to Bolton. 2 seconds. Wide open,
nice
DJ
look.
Broughton rims out, and we're going to overtime.
Great execution. You can't ask for better than that.
Ladies and gentlemen, you get some free basketball tonight. Stick around. Overtime's headed your way. Man, Tuesday night hoops on the MCPSS TV network. You can't beat it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Ayla, hi.
Oh, hi, Sierra. How are you?
Good. How are things?
Things couldn't be better.
What do you mean?
Well, I just started this new job as a school teacher with the Mobile County Public Schools, and it has been a life changer. Great benefits, the hours are great, and great students. Just overall, it's a great opportunity.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. I'm going to look into that.
You should.
For more information, visit mcpss.com/job opportunities.
We welcome you back to Baker High School. We're now going into overtime. It's free basketball for everyone, Coach Arrow. So if you bought your ticket on GoFan to hear live to watch it, or if you're watching it at the house, hey, stick around. We have 4 more minutes headed your way.
The game has been what it was advertised.
Absolutely.
A war.
Let's set it up for you. MGM is ranked number 7 in the state. Baker just outside of the top 10. But Baker is number 1 in area play. They're undefeated at 4-0. MGM is 2-1 in area play. Their only loss to who? Baker on January the 12th. Tipping it off, Derek Florence. and Zion Hunter. 4 minutes to play to see who gets the win.
You know, they've done pretty much this whole game without alums. You know,
Right.
his outside shooting has been null and void.
Deshaun Thomas hits the 3. They say it's Deshaun time here in the Hornets' nest. Baker up by 3. 3:44 remains in the contest.
Now they've fallen back into a 1-2-2 zone.
They feed it into Washington. Almost stolen. Washington gets it back. Drops it in. Baker up by 1. 3:30 remaining. Desmond Williams across the timeline. Deshaun Thomas begging for the ball. Look at Jalen Gray. Steals it. Gets it over to Eric Washington. That was almost an over and back, Coach.
It was. They kept their
Baker's
head, got it to the right people. Very nice.
3 minutes remaining in the ball game.
Oh, he had him on the baseline.
Look at Jalen Gray, almost got away from him. Gets it over to Jeremiah Bolton. He puts up the 3, no good. Look at Florence elevate to get the rebound. Baker doesn't have the number, so Lavelle Nelson holds it up. 2:50 remains here in the ball game. And Derek Florence is going to pull it out.
Officials and stuff.
They're going to call Florence for carrying.
Palming the ball.
We've seen that 2 or 3 times tonight, Coach Arrow. DJ
There's a
Broughton
fine
checks
line.
in.
You can't go under the. You cannot put your hand under the ball and dribble.
DJ Broughton checks in. Also, Shondell Harris checks in for MGM. 2:40 remains here at Daniel Bumper's Gymnasium. I see a lot of officials on the sidelines, guys. I see calling games here watching the game tonight, Coach Arrow.
Oh, this is standing room only.
Gray back to alums, over to Zion Hunter. Puts that elbow out. Lavelle Nelson just drops off. Easy bucket for DJ Broughton as MGM takes the lead. We're going back and forth here. Anderson Madian throws it away. He's saying Jalen Gray tipped it, but no, Jamar Matthews says MGM ball. So it is MGM's ball, 2:14 remaining. Stolen by Baker. Lavelle Nelson takes his time, drops it in.
1 point ball game, 57-56. Hornets on top.
2 minutes remain. This is a great one, Coach Arrow. This is how you return back to Tuesday Night Hoops in 2024.
Baseline.
Gray stepped on the baseline. That's a turnover.
Turnovers will just kill you. Either way, it'll just kill you. Kills your momentum, kills everything that you got going as far as motivation.
Williams inbounds it. Gets it back from Florence. Pressure on him from Jalen Gray. Anderson Madian on the floor with 4 fouls. Zion Hunter on the floor with 4 fouls. Lavelle Nelson, 90 seconds remaining in the game. Deshaun Thomas with the head fake, elevates. I thought it was a foul, but it's a bucket for Baker. The Hornets up 3, and MGM faithful are quiet on this side.
There wasn't any backside rotation. When you drive from one corner, the person guarding the person in the opposite corner has got to be in the middle of the lane.
Ro Kimball calls timeout for MGM. This is the full timeout. 1:12 remains in the ball game. We'll take a break. 30-second break. We'll be back to bring you more action. It's overtime for Tuesday Night Hoops on the MCPSS TV network.
This is a program for any middle school student who's actually behind. This opportunity offers kids a chance to do 2 grades in 1 year.
If it wasn't for Star Academy, I would still be in 8th grade and probably still struggling.
We are one-on-one. We have small classrooms, and we're able to give students that personal touch, that personal attention.
I know I'm coming to see good teachers, good attitude, and also they're here to teach us what we need to learn.
1 minute, 12 seconds remain here in overtime. Coach Arrow, we have yet to have a foul in the overtime.
Yeah, and it's not because they're not fouling. These officials, I applaud them. They've called it consistent the whole game. They're going to let the team win this game. And right now, with 1 minute and 12 seconds to go, and it's a 3-point game, either team could still win this game. Got to play smart. You can't get any dumb fouls. You got to play solid defense as a team.
One possession ball game right now. MGM down 3.
They're in a 1-3-1 zone now. Checking the corners.
That's a 3. And we are tied just like that. DJ Broughton hits it under 1 minute to play. 59-59.
Double overtime?
We're going at it. Class 7A Area 1. Jalen Gray reaches in. No. Desmond gets it over to Deshaun Thomas, and it drops. The magic bean drops through the net. Coach David Armstrong calls a quick 30-second timeout. 36.8 seconds in the game. Baker up 3, 62-59. Coach, can you describe the atmosphere right now?
The atmosphere was great on that last play when he split the seam. The guy guarding the ball in the corner, or the guy guarding the guy in the corner, just completely helped off and left him wide open. You got to help and get back on your man, especially on three-point shooter. He's already made 2 or 3 threes.
There's a shot right there from Thomas as it just kind of almost rimmed out, but the magic bean fell through for the Hornets.
Got to be good and you got to be lucky. To win big, you can't just be one.
Got to have a little bit of both, huh, Coach?
Yes, sir.
36.8 seconds remain in the contest. We're sorry we lost our clock camera, so that's why I'm giving you the time updates right here. Jalen Gray about to inbound.
He can run the baseline. Let's see if he runs it. See, that's
gets it in to Broughton. Baker comes up out of that zone. They go to man. Eric Washington down low, asking for it, pleading for it. Madigan has 4 fouls, and he takes another charge. That's his 3rd charge tonight, Coach Arrow. They call it on Jalen Gray. That's a huge call right there.
I hope a lot of the kids playing ball, a lot of the coaches understand what charges can do for a game.
He held his ground. I had to give it to him. He held his ground there.
Eric would have dropped that right foot. He would have had a nice drop step. You can't lead with your elbows. You got to lead with your foot.
18 seconds left. Baker up 3.
Got a foul.
Deshaun Thomas trying to play keep away. MGM's got a foul. 10 seconds. They finally foul. John Allums is going to put Deshaun Thomas at the line. Thomas shoots from the charity stripe 75%. And these are our first free throw attempts of overtime.
That might matter.
One free throw makes it a 2-possession game, and right there, it does. That foul by MGM, their 5th. Thomas hits both of them. That was huge. Coach Roe Kimball's calls timeout. 9.5 seconds remaining in the game. Right now, MGM down 64-59 to Baker.
Yeah, I can understand this. Nisha Armstrong is going to be a lot nicer to be with. If David's fortunate enough to win this game when he gets home, that'll be his present to you for your 2 honors that you got this year.
Oh my goodness, some of the MGM faithful starting to hit the door here, down 5 points with 9.5 seconds remaining.
Is that what faithfuls do? Huh?
I couldn't tell you.
The faithfuls are still in their stands. These other ones, hey,
the
whatever,
real faithfuls
they saw
are here.
A good game. Whatever, they saw a good game.
Unbelievable ball game. It was a up and down affair. Coming out of halftime, Baker was on top. But MGM never gave up, and Baker never gave up toward the end as well. A very hard-fought contest so far. So once again, 9.5 seconds remain. There's the baseball throw all the way down court. Picked off by Derek Florence, and that is going to do it, Coach Arrow. That is the ball game. Baker's going to win 64-59. They're going to sweep their arch rival in area play this season, Coach
Great
Arrow.
effort on both bunches. I mean, Baker's got the 2-0 deal, but the bottom line is they had to fight to get 2-0.
You're right about that. We appreciate you joining us tonight for Tuesday Night Hoops for our statisticians, China Powell, Matt Moore, Coach Ronnie Arrow, the legendary coach. I'm Al Wheaton, thanking you for tuning in to Tuesday Night Hoops. We'll join you next Tuesday right here on the MCPSS TV network. Baker gets the win, 64-59. Have yourself a great night.